Welcome to Loud Silence Radio. I know people are watching me now. We've not actually started the show. This is what we call it the testing mic. We're testing the mic. Producer said I should just talk to viewers, let them know that the show is going to start in the next 5 minutes. We're actually live, and if you're watching us, we're very happy you joining us live here on YouTube, on Loud Silence Radio, on Facebook, everywhere. And we just want to say hello to everyone watching us from across the globe. My name is Kevin Taylor. This is not the show. This is just what we call the testing mic. We're testing mics. We're testing mics here. For the sound class prefect, we are testing mics. I can't see my face actually. We're not live, right? But it's not showing here. Yeah, so we're testing mics, and I'm actually watching a different thing on my laptop. Yeah. Is that? Yeah. Everybody knows we are not uptight like that. We take our time to do stuff. If we are not watching the right one, we can still watch the right one. I'm trying to also get my YouTube ready on my laptop. So if you're watching me, this is Loud Silence Radio. Yeah, Loud Silence Radio. The show is going to start in the next 5 minutes. We're trying to test stuff here. The testing mic people. Yeah, the testing mic people. The show is actually going to start in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, I can see myself now. Yeah. Yeah, producer just signaled me that we can start the show today. We're talking about a lot of things. So honestly, we're going to be doing what we call the rough cut today. The rough cut is I'm going to allow people to do most of the talking, especially my viewers, listeners. We'll be doing a whole lot of issues. We'll be talking on hospitals, we'll be talking on ambulance, we'll be talking about the economy. You know, today is called the rough cut. Everybody gets to speak. I'll be reading lots and lots of messages. I'll be interacting with people. The first time we're going to be taking calls. Yes, I'm going to put the phone number across, the WhatsApp number. People can call in and also express their views. So we're taking it easy. We're close to Christmas and we don't have to kill ourselves. You know, we can't kill ourselves, my fellow Ghanaians and people across the world. We can't kill ourselves. So today is we call it the rough cut. Rough cut basically is everybody can be part of the show. You can come in, speak your mind. If you don't like me, let me know you don't like me. It's we are in an open world. I will take it. You know, if you like me, to let me know you like me, and if I like you, I'll let you know I like you. So I'm going to be right back, and then we officially start the show. This is Loud Silence Radio, and my name is Kevin Taylor.
This is a question everybody has been asked one time or the other from one person or another. What's your pedigree, they say. Fame is not for free. That differentiates the people that drink tea from the people that sow gari. Last I checked, we're all people. You can't sit there, they say. It's reserved, it's well deserved. A name has been carved. It's for celebrity, not for non-entity who's got no ability or financial stability, who can't even afford utility, so bounce you liability. Who are you, they say. When it's time for admission, they say, who are you? I say, sir, that question is unnecessary. I aced the examination. I deserve this institution. They say, no, who are you? Do you know the chancellor? Are you friends with the governor? Do you down with the senator? Is your father the administrator? Are you related to the counselor? Tell me, do you own a monitor? Do you have enough money? Who are you? Do I have to be a jagaban to listen to a band? Do I have to wear Versace to eat sushi? Do I have to be guarded by cops to visit Transcorp? Do I have to wear gold trinkets to take pictures on the red carpet? Must I use an iPhone to sit on the front row? Why can't they just see me for me? Why does my worth have to be determined by the money in my account, or the cartel in my fount, or the words in my mouth, or the degrees that I have, or the selfies on Facebook, which most are not even real, the followers on Twitter, they don't make me any better. They say exercise your franchise, go cast your votes. So I comply to determine who sailors the boat. And on getting there, I found out that they've already decided. Without me. When I talk, they say who's talking. When I write, they say who's writing. Even when I laugh, they say who's laughing. They don't want to hear what I have to say. Oh, they just want to know na hustle don't pay. Whether I take two, I take pop. At the end of the day, at the same hot hotel. Don't get too comfortable. Even sure bet is not so sure. One commits a crime and his name rings a bell, they say bail him. Another commits a crime and is not in the Hall of Fame, they say jail him. Hell, cell, criminal, you are cursed son of Hades, must pay for this. Or the criminal is the one without money? When I speak out of turn, they ask me, who the hell do you think you are? I tell you who the heaven I think I am. I'm the voice of one crying in our nation, Hosanna. I'm the beginning of a new era, the end of injustice and the beginning of power. I'm a skyscraper of peace and a trailblazer of unity. I'm young, I'm vibrant, I'm strong, I'm intelligent. I'm a million microchips, I'm definitely for keeps. I've got the energy they lack and courage back to back. I'm a story to be told and a wonder to behold. I'm more than a conqueror, greater than a governor. I'm from a deity of divinity, from a tribe of lions, no chain can bind us. I'm a time bomb waiting to explode. I'm history waiting to happen. I'm like the current of an ocean. You can't stop my flow. One day surely we go blow. I'm the correction of their past mistakes. I'm the activation of your future estates. I'm a product of grace. I've got length of days. I'm hope for this generation. I'm the celebrity you see on television. I'm a believer. I believe that this nation can be better because we are a people of bold and truth. And because of me, because of us, because of our collective voices, I see.
Radio and TV network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. The wise say, and I quote, birds sing not because they have answers, but because they have songs. End of quote. We at Loud Silence Radio and Loud Silence TV and Radio Network, we are here today not because we want to be heard. No, not because we want to be heard, but because we believe our people need to know the truth. I welcome you to the show. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. I am your host, Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the best show on the continent now. You can decide to argue, but it's the best show now on the internet. You can listen to us live on the Loud Silence Radio app. Just go to the App Store. It is compatible with Android and also iOS. Can download the Loud Silence Radio app. You can also follow this conversation by subscribing to our YouTube page, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Loud Silence Radio and TV network. And you can watch us live. Now. You can watch me live, my black face. You can watch me. You can also follow us on Facebook. On Facebook, when you go on Facebook, you go to With All Due Respect Facebook page. With All Due Respect. And also you can go follow us on Facebook, the same Facebook, Loud Silence Radio and TV network. They are all on Facebook. You can go there, follow, like, and you get the notification anytime we live. This show is coming to you live from the studios of Loud Silence Radio and TV in the DMV metros. Yes, in the United States of America, 5,000 miles from my home country, Ghana. Today's show is packed. Now, there's one thing I want to tell viewers today and listeners, that today's show is called The Rough Cut. Today, we're not going to follow any schedule. Today, we're going to make sure the show is about our listeners, our viewers. Hey, we are almost close to Christmas. Why are we making things so tight? We shouldn't be so uptight. Let's relax more, you know. Sometimes we have to disagree to agree. So we shouldn't be too uptight. We just have to sometimes take it cool. You know, we in Loud Silence Radio and TV, we are not chinchina. We try to make things flexible so that we will be ourselves and our listeners and viewers to also be themselves. So it's called The Rough Cut. The Rough Cut show basically is we talk about everything that comes to mind. We try to get comfortable with the issues, abreast with the issues, and, you know, inform each other, educate each other. So I like these kind of shows because then it gets my viewers and listeners more interactive. They get on the show. They try to also express their views. Actually, me, the one talking every single day. So the Rough Cut today is about you, the listener. It's about you, the viewer. Bring in your comments. I'm going to put a phone line out. The first time we are going to be taking calls. Yes. We are going to be taking WhatsApp calls. So if you listen, I'll be putting out a phone number. You can keep that number when it's time to, but you can start sending your text message. We'll also be reading on YouTube, your comments on YouTube. I know the sound check guys are, they are wild. Kevin, no sound. Yeah, no sound. Producer said, today I'll pick the no sound class prefect of the day. So today we'll be talking about a lot of things. We'll be talking about the editorial I released yesterday on the ambulances the president has decided to keep for no reason. And I know I've gotten a lot of bashing from so many people, different people in Ghana, out of Ghana, my own friends, high school mates. You know, I told people that episode was going to be strong. And I decided to make it strong because a close relative died over the weekend because there was no ambulance to take her to the hospital to deliver. So that is part of the reason why I decided to release that piece. And to be very honest with us, let's be honest with each other. You know, I always say punching neighbor, punching tree. If it doesn't, it never happens to you, you might think it's an easy thing. When you lose a relative and because there was no ambulance, when you lose a relative whereby you knew that you could have prevented that death. And sometimes I see people on Facebook, on With All Due Respect page, insulting me, not actually, attacking the issue. The issue, the point I was trying to put across is, it doesn't matter. If the former president, the former administration, if they made mistakes, we should not be talking about that. We should be making sure that we correct those mistakes. And if a president stands in front of the nation, in front of the nation, and tells us that he halted the distribution of the ambulance and that he's waiting for all the ambulance to come before he distributed, then you have to understand the president doesn't care about you. Why don't you distribute them? Look at the places that need them most and distribute the ambulance. Then when the rest comes, you distribute. You don't care. You don't value the life of the people. And that people read meanings into it. And Kevin hates the president. I don't know Akufo-Addo. He's not my friend. He's the president of Ghana. I have voted for him. So these are the kind of, I'll be playing the full editorial. Yes, I released a piece of it on Facebook. Today you get the opportunity to watch the whole thing here. We will discuss it. We will discuss other issues. To talk on the expose. You know, I have an expose today. Yeah, it's at the tail end somewhere. We'll be talking about a new expose at the EC. I'll be giving you some names. I'll be giving you some things to look out for. Keep in your closet because those names will be popping up very soon. Latest expose. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio. We'll be also talking on what's happening on social media. In fact, I'm so angry today because some friends deceived me the last time I had my show, telling me that Aponche won, not knowing Aponche didn't win. Honorable Aponche didn't win the issue, the race. And I congratulate the guy very much. He actually changed the way politics or whatever is done in Ghana, and I like his confidence and all that. At the end of the day, he actually encouraged some people to also get into public office and try to serve Ghana. So Aponchi, good luck. Better luck next time. You didn't win. I'm your supporter, and then I'll make sure that the next time you decide to contest, I'll be there to support you. We will talk. The president slept again. Yes, the president slept again. When he slept, and we talked about the last time, people actually gave so many excuses. Donald Trump, the United States president, is older than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I have never seen Donald Trump sleep in public at any gathering. So there's no excuse. The embarrassment is getting too much. We will deal with that issue too. We will talk on the city, the serious drop of the city. Where is Bawumia? We will be discussing that issue. And then something just came out from the vice president's office, the presidency, about how much they have been spending, the expenditure, crazy expenditure. The details of the Chief of Staff Secretariat, goods and service expenditure returns from January to September. And we're looking at travels, 62 million on travels alone. This is serious. These are the kind of things we'll be talking about today. Today, we are not going to be sticking to one thing. Even though I'll be playing the editorial, we'll be talking about a few things, a lot of things making headlines. I heard the government and the CID, they've picked up Sami Gyamfi of the NDC because they've seen so many things. You know, sometimes it's funny, you know, how this government is going after its opponent for no reason. Honestly, we are not kids in Ghana, and this is embarrassing, you know, but we will talk about all these things. So if you have some messages or some voice notes you want to send, because the phone number I'm going to put out there's going to be a time that I'm going to tell people to call in, have a conversation with me, frank conversation. Don't agree with me every day. Sometimes you need to tell me how you feel about maybe my editorial or how things are going. That's how we have a conversation. We need to have a dialogue. I don't expect everyone to agree with Kevin Taylor. No, that is my view. That is my opinion. So you also have your opinion. The number is, if you're out of the United States, it's +1 202 751 8769. The number to call on or send voice note or send your text messages is +1 202 751 8769. Yes. So that's how we're going to have the show today. Today we call it the rough cut. The rough cut is going to be about you, the listener, and the news making rounds in the respective tabloids. I'm going to read some few messages before we take a short break. Then when we come back, the show officially starts. This is coming from, how many people you have online? Yeah, we have 156 people watching us, which is great. Taking all your time to be on YouTube. There are lots and lots of things on YouTube you can watch now, but you decided to watch, with all due respect, extended version on Loud Silence Radio and TV. And I really appreciate that. We thank you very much for sticking with us. And in fact, you want to separate facts from noise. That's why you're here, and we're going to give you that. Christian Adotevia says, I hope I'm not late. You're not. Christian, you are not late today. Katamani Atipo says, good to be here. Good to be here, sir. Evans Kofi Apreku say hello. Basiru Waziri says hello. Mr. Kevin Taylor, hello, sir. Sylvia Daku says, I'm here. Isaac Benito Nyaku says, the most informative media house so far. Congrats, my hero. Congrats, sir, for sending us such a message. Francis Mauku Adenyo says, I hope I'm not late, following the discussion from Ghana. Bertrand Mlofenyo says, hi, Kevin Taylor. I love this program than everything else. May great God protect and bless you all days in your life. I'm Bertrand Mlofenyo from Dunkwa on the Offense Central region. Dunkwa, your roads were terrible. They've been terrible since. And you know, I'm an Obuasi boy. So if you can text us or send us something about your road, has it been fixed? What's happening at Dunkwa on Offense, your roads? Kwame Asasi said, welcome, Kevin. We will always be part of your show because of your hard work and truth to Ghana. Thank you, sir. Sadat Abdul Razak says, hi. GSN Nyaku says, we need a Ghana with more tailors and less Abronyas. Abronya DZ. Yeah, less. I think this is an interesting message, you know. Isaac Benito Nyaku says, I have never regretted for a second for downloading your app. Thank you, sir. Joseph Duca says, Echo, I am shouting at you from Minnesota. Great job. Thank you, sir, Joseph. Kwansima SM is here. How are you doing, Kwansima SM? Bertrand Mlofenyo says, our truth is always fat. Kevin Taylor, be courageous like Ghana Mugabe. Thank you, sir. GSN Nyaku says, sound okay. Today, GS, you take the captain's band. Sound check. You take the captain's band. Sound check. You take the captain's band. Raphael Edu says, hi, watching from Accra. How are you doing, Raphael? Raphael again says, sound very clear. Thank you, sir. Yakubu Abdul Rahman says, watching you live from UDS Tamale Campus. Keep the good work. Kevin, keep on the good work. We are with you. Abubakar Sadiq Abdullah watching from Doha, Qatar. How are you guys doing in Doha? Kwansima SM, I like you. Be feeling rough. Kwansima SM, show your face. Cecil Ato, welcome. Live in Vienna, Austria. Brad Dave says, watching you live from China. Yeah, we've done 25 minutes after 12 here. I think 25 minutes after 5 in Ghana. Sylvester Vega says, Kevin, the whole Ghana is solidly behind you. Thank you, sir. Mugab says, how are you? I'm doing great, sir. It's Thursday, very cold in the United States. How is the weather at your end? Samuel Kuzi say, until you buy me an Akrantie, sir, I'm not going to like you. Boga, Akrantie say, easy cry. You will get Akrantie say. So, lots of messages coming in. Evans Kofia Praku says, watching you live from Spain. Kofi Sego says, watching you live from Abidjan. God bless you with your good message. Alex Kwamnanyami says, watching live from New York City. How are you doing? New York. How are you guys doing there? Said Kweku Kotogo says, more fire. It's not being easy for us now. Everything is high, and for us, show love to our partners has become a headache. Adams Murphy says, watching you live from Venice, Italy. I was in Italy last summer. Great place, especially Rome. I really love the architecture there. How you guys doing in Italy? Matt Icon Adomi say hi, watching you live from Laurel, Maryland. Good job, bro. Good job, you too. Nyaku says, what do you say to our brother A+ on the lawsuit? A+ I had has sued. When I released this expose on Kroll and Associates being paid $1 million, a lot of people came attacking me saying that I made figures up, I cooked things up, and I think A+ has done the best. What he did actually gives people like us hope and encourages us to be doing what we're doing today, where we have civilians, checking the system. I really applaud A+ for what he has done, and I will make sure that this case never dies. I am going to speak on the Kroll and Associates issue till Yao Osaf Mafo and anybody who was involved in taking that $1 million, they pay us the money. So I would like to say kudos to A+ for a good. I think this is just the beginning. He needs to fight on to make sure that at the end of the day we get that money back. Alfred Daudu Kamara says, watching you live from the USA. Kofi Jackson says, keep it up, bro. Kwansima SM, watching you from Washington, D.C. Kwansima SM. Jacob Tete, as we say, great show. Please keep it up. Philip Mati says, bro, God bless you. Bertrand Blofenyo says, more fire. Faisal Yusuf, Kevin, may Allah continue to bless and protect you. Indeed, it's the best show in the world currently. Thank you, sir. John Fekpe says, we need the WhatsApp contact. The WhatsApp line, I'm going to go back to it. The WhatsApp line is +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. This one is like the Lotto Doctor. Yeah, so that's the number there. Idris Mukhtari says, hi Kevin, I am disappointed in some of the journalists in Ghana nowadays. When they speak and you hear, you don't PhD like Baumia has before you know that they are very hypocritical. Jeffrey 417 says, give the numbers quick. The number is out, sir. I'll give it out again. Salam Akaku says, don't pay any attention to the insult, my brother. Hypocrites, what will destroy this country? Keep the fire burning. I keep telling people I work with 60 malams, one malam in each region. The insult will not do me anything. The more you insult me, the more my malams become powerful and send me more magic, more power. So the insult is part of my powers. So bring in the insults, and it's going to be making me more powerful. David Appiah, I'm sorry, my voice is dropping. Yeah, the weather is so terrible today. I'm going to take sip of water. We're flexible here. This is Loud Silence Radio, and people watching us, they are all flexible. We are not uptight. This is radio. Let me just drink some water and let's move on. Yeah. So Joe says you kept ranting, insulting legitimately elected president who, aside anything, could give birth to you? What kind of nonsense politics are we practicing? This message is coming from Joe. He said, you kept ranting, insulting legitimately elected president who said anything who, aside anything, could give birth to you. What kind of nonsense politics are we practicing? Sir, I really respect your view, but I never insulted the president. I was putting the president right. I told him that he was being stupid by telling us that he's going to keep the ambulance because I've lost a relative and I don't have to smile to that statement. If those ambulances were out there, and I hope and I pray you don't go into such situation whereby you lose your loved one, your mother or your sister, because an ambulance wasn't given to the hospital near them. Please, I respect your views, but that was my view. If you want to be a president of a country, you have to be ready for criticism. And I believe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is not ready for that. So telling the president that statement he made, he was supposed to come out and even apologize to Ghanaians for making that statement. I don't know where you are, Joe. In any reasonable, rational country, if a president stands in front of the people and tell them that I am holding something like this, that's something like an ambulance that would save the life of you, the voter, until all the ambulances are ready, that president will be impeached because he is doing that to benefit his own political career. Sometimes we have to understand some things. The ambulances sitting there, rotten, sitting at the State House or whatever, does not belong to the president. He does not even have the right to say that. Those were ambulances we bought with our own money. So I respect your view. And you see, most of the time in Ghana, people are like, this guy is older than you and you are speaking against him. I respect him very much. But in this sense, I have to speak my mind. His age has got nothing to do with this. If the president goes wrong, we have to be honest, look in his face and tell him, Mr. President, this action was stupid. This wasn't right. I don't think I personally insulted the president. No, I was telling him that statement was wrong and that he needs to get his ass together. Finished. So I don't know why Ghanaians always are talking about age and all that. And as a matter of fact, it was just recent that people have started doing, this one is older than you, can you speak to him? I wasn't trained like that. If you are old, you're an adult, you do what adults do. Simple. I'm not here to insult them. What am I going to get? I was telling the president what he needed to hear. Barry Buxton say, hi, Kevin, you are live and clear in New York City. Let's have the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number is 202-751-8769. This is coming from Bernard Saika. Bernard, thank you very much. Your comment, you just put the number in the comment section. I don't have to go back and look for the number again. This is coming from David Apia. Big ups to you for the good work. Jonas Dosu say, Kevin, may God, Lord, protect you and guard you in Jesus' name. Vitus Tanpa says, hi. Viku Asif say, today I told you the show is about you, the listener. Whatever you want to say, you want to just write it. You are going to call in. Speak your mind. This platform, we don't edit anything. We are not going to tell you what to say. If you think you don't agree with me, tell me in my face. I will accept it. If I have to correct some things, I'll correct it. That is what we call conversation. We are making a dialogue. You get what I mean? We are not going to restrict anybody from what they will say. That's why I read things. I don't edit it. When I'm doing my editorial, I speak what is in my mind, what I think should be done. So you also have, views. People have different views, different perspectives. So I don't think you should be so angry about what I say. And whatever you write here, I'm going to read it out because we want to, at the end of the day, get to a point where we will understand each other and build our nation. Basic. Vitus Tampa says, hi. Vicky Asef say, Imbo Naye. Yeah, I think it's Fanti Congrat or something like that. Richard Okanse say, hi. I am around. Ahmed Awal Abdullahi Zakari say, hi. Benjamin Ayi say, I support your bravery. Kevin Taylor. Lots and lots of messages coming in. You still listen to Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedita. This is the extended version, but today's edition is called the Rough Cut. Rough Cut, we don't stick to one story. We stick to so many things. People, viewers, listeners can bring in their suggestions, things they think is making news, things they want to speak on. There are a lot of things that I can speak on today on social media, the dollar, the cedi dying, so many things. Cecil Ato says, the youth in Ghana need the confidence you have. I hope you'll gather that confidence. Felix Newton says, God bless you, bro. I'm taking my time to read comments because the show is about you today. It's not about me. Mike Casey Massa, keep up the good work, bro. Watching you live from London. How are you guys doing in the UK? Ahmed Awal Abdullah Zakaria say, Kevin, we are too much. So we are too much, my bro. Asmal Gawusi say, if you're a journalist, if all journalists are like you, I promise Ghana will definitely change. I hope. Sunny Adam, 1 in a million, Taylor. Thank you, sir. Bob Lincoln say, Milan is in the house. Bob Lincoln, Milan is in the house. MT, I think you texting from all the way from Italy. Yes, I love Milan too. I was in Milan. Last summer I went to Milan. I went to Rome. I was in I think I drove through Italy, and we have a few friends there. It's such a great place, and I love the place. Cecil Ato replied to Joe, what's your problem? Cecil Ato was actually replying to Joe, say, what's your problem? I think he actually made his voice heard, and I think he has a right to also speak his mind. Joel Newell said, our path to freedom is shipwrecked and we are made to pay for it, but I feel the time has come when we have to sit up and demand accountability. We need a revolution, and this Ghanaians must now accept. This is coming from Joe Noel. Martin Edu says, good job. Cecil Ato say, reply to Joe, what's your problem? Guy Boake say, Kevin, you don't need to explain anything to Joe. Sometimes we need to do that. Mike K, people like Joe are the reason why we are where we are today as a nation. What has age got to do with your presentation? Yakubu Abdullah, don't mind those who said you insulted those wicked leaders. Christian Ado Tavia said, it's about time we tell people when they are acting as fools and stop pampering them. Lots and lots of messages coming in. This is, with all due respect, extended version. The phone number is out. I'm going to say it again. It's +1 if you're out of the United States. It's +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. When we come back, we're going to play the editorial that I released yesterday. And after the editorial, we're going to dive straight into the issues. Today, we'll be talking about lots of things. A woman has died at Tetekwashi Hospital over lack of ambulance. I was talking about this. This is in the news today. A woman just died at Tetekwashi Hospital because there was no ambulance. All Form 3 Senior High School SHS students are to report to school on Sunday, January 5th, next year to continue academic work. These kids have been home over 2 months. Now, we don't even know when they are coming and when they are going. These are the things we want. Sometimes when we're going to talk about these things when we come back. We'll be talking about the CD, the record, how it's fallen. Baomia is there. We're expecting him to say things. We'll be talking about the police CID inviting Sami Jemfi for over alleged cybercrime. Lots and lots of things we'll be discussing today. And if you have something you want us to discuss, you can text us, you can send us voice notes, and we're going to play it. We're going to take a short break, and after that, we're going to start the show. My name is Kevin Taylor. This is Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Taylor. I believe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is too old to value the lives of Ghanaians. This is with all due respect.
With all due respect, I believe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is too old. The president is too old to value human lives, to value the lives of Ghanaians. Sometimes, I get some loved ones reaching out to me, telling me to slow down on the president, and that sometimes some of the words I use are too strong to be used on a certain president. So you know what? I took some of the advice. A bit. Fine. To at least give the president room to at least show us that he's competent. Now, recent events have shown that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is not a person. Listen to me. Recent events has shown that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana, is not a person or a leader to be treated with soft gloves. To me, I see him as a greedy, hungry old politician and not a leader. He is clueless. Akufo-Addo is clueless and very ignorant about the position he occupies. And I will say this, Ghana has made the greatest mistake in our history for electing an old man who is older than this country and who does not see the importance of human life. Akufo-Addo does not care about Ghanaians. All he thinks about is the next elections. All he cares about is being called a president by hypocrites and thieves who only think about their selfish gains. Today I'm not going to mince words. Why do I say all these? Now, I want every Ghanaian to watch these videos, these pictures, and after that, I'll tell the president my peace of mind. So, with all due respect, after you watch this, we are in 2019 getting to 2020, and the whole president, these are citizens of Ghana. Now, before we go to the videos and the pictures, a certain president stands in front of national television and tells Ghanaians that he is not going to distribute ambulances. So all the ambulances, we Ghanaians, our taxes, we have bought with our tax, our own money, comes together so that he could distribute it and make it a political gimmick. He wants all the ambulances to come so that he could call all his sycophants, his tribal bigots, to follow him and say that, yes, Akufo-Addo brought in ambulances, so now Ghanaians, you can use it. That statement alone the president made is an impeachable statement. It means that this president does not care about the lives of Ghanaians. This man was put there to, one, protect us, two, make laws that will protect the future generation. Now, as we speak, ambulances are packed. They are rotten. Everybody is quiet. This old man, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is older than this country, and the reason why I'm saying this is because he knows the problem of this country, the basic problems. Health. Let's stick to health. This president knows everything about this country. Then he sits and says, wait, keep the ambulances there. Let women die. Let these Ghanaians, these citizens, these poor citizens die. Will Akufo-Addo allow his daughters to go through this shit? And when we speak, some people are like, your words are too strong. Should I go use it on an elephant? Mothers, sisters are dying. And you sit in the Flagstaff house with a hanky tied around your wrist and you think you are the wisest president ever. And the hypocrites in Ghana, my fellow journalists, everybody's mute. From the pastors, civil societies, you're all quiet. Women are dying, ambulances are packed there. Imagine John Dramani Mahama made this statement. The whole country would have turned upside down because it was a northerner. Because 10 in a cancer, hey, John Mahama and Aka say, let's keep ambulances and let people die. Because Nana Akufo-Addo is one of us and we are stupid to sit back and keep quiet. I pay this man with my taxes. I pay those sycophants following him with our taxes. And we have to keep quiet because he's the president of the republic. And who made him the president? My fellow Ghanaians, I'm not going to mince words today. This is the most stupid statement any president has ever made in our history. And I will say it. And whoever wants to attack, I don't care. Now in Ghana, anybody who speaks the truth has been paid by John Mahama. This is the final episode. I'm setting the grounds for 2020. We are not going to play again. We are serious. Women are losing lives every single day. You packed ambulance. You are sitting in a comfortable place with your wife and children. And you tell us these words and we should smile and come and sit here and say, Mr. President, God bless you. Am I stupid to do that? Am I stupid? Do you know the number of women who have died because of your carelessness? Yes, you are careless, you are ignorant, Akufo-Addo. And I pity Ghanaians. This person will come back to you. Your children died, your aunties died, your mothers died. You forget about these things and you go and vote for people like this. They don't care about you. All they care about is the next election, how to be called Mr. President, how to steal. I will speak. And if you don't want to listen to me, you don't want to watch my show, I don't care. I don't need your money. I am fighting for the people of Ghana. And if a certain president stands in front of a TV and says that I'm not going to distribute ambulance because I'm waiting for all the ambulance to come, do you know the number of people who have died, the lives we've lost? Everybody is quiet. This should be the topic we should be discussing on TV. Kweku Baako, he has become a zombie, walking in and out of the Flagstaff House. No sense. You can't speak anything to this man. Or you want people to be calling you senior journalist. You've lost your senses. Because of politics, pettiness. Kwame Sefa has become a senior zombie sitting there because every year you can change V8. An ordinary journalist. These are criminals. You don't care about the people again. And I pity my people, my own account people. We are petty. We are tribalistic. Today we can't speak. You go to these account stations, they ignore the real issues and talk about useless, baseless things. You people have moved all your kids to Europe, America, Asia. They are living good lives. The ordinary Ghanaian who is paying the taxes for you to be living in that V8 is dying. And they tell us that we have to keep the ambulances till everything comes so that you use it to win politics, your campaign. Are we sick as a people? Are we sick? And the president is walking in and out of the Flagstaff House, shaking people, and we smile to this person. Ekufuado is clueless. Ekufuado is ignorant. Ekufuado is bad news for Ghana. And you can say whatever you want. And I'm speaking as an MPP member. I've made the biggest mistake by making people vote for this man. This man has no clue of what he's doing. If the fundamentals of this country, it is not important to you, then what again? We need water. We don't, you Ekufuado, you don't build. You Ekufuado, you don't. That's why I tell people that there's nothing like all politicians are. They are not. It's a fact. John Mahama built. He has built hospitals across the nation, and we see we are not fools. Just come in, bring in ambulances, spread it across these hospitals for it to work. You can't do that. Just that. And you want us to say, we are sorry, Mr. President, we use some strong words. You want to go use those words on an elephant? I know sycophants sitting on TV and calling me and telling me the words are strong. Who should I go use those? Have you lost a relative before? Have your sister gone to give birth and died because there was no ambulance? And you sit there and tell me nonsense? We are not going to take these useless things again. The corruption in this country, PDS, your family members were right in the middle. Your brother Bumpty, Ken Ofori-Atta, Gabi, these criminals, they are all there. You've ignored it. Corruption is high. People come buy simple food. Cement is high. Soap is high. Everything is so high in Ghana. Expensive stuff. We don't have to talk about it because it's not John Mahama. Should our politics be around John Mahama? And we don't have to speak. Today in Ghana, life is so expensive. You can't buy soap, you can't buy milk, you can't buy cement, fuel is high. Nobody's talking about it because it is not John Mahama, because it is not a Northerner, Onyetani, so we cannot attack him. Onyetani, so we cannot attack Ekufuado. If John Mahama had come to the press and said that he's keeping ambulances till the rest comes, everybody from Vim Lady, her mouth, Chinese condom, she would scream the whole world. If John Mahama had come to meet the press and made such a statement, hell would have broken loose in Ghana. Because, or Tenny, this stupid Tenny John Mahama was the one who built all the hospitals across this country. Today you are paying billions to contractors for roads you are saying John Mahama didn't build. Such a clueless, ignorant, lying old man. I am an Akan and I'm disappointed in Ghanaians because majority of us are Akans. Today we can't speak. Where are the journalists who are sitting on TV 24/7 trying to get rid of John Mahama? What are we seeing today? We are almost going into HIPIC again and everybody's quiet. We are not going to sit there for people to come and lie to us again. We are not. The vice president has become a zombie, has become a comedian, walking around, lying, attacking people. What didn't we see in this country? Galamsey campaign. No, you people are not talking about it again. An ignorant soul like Chema to me is still digging, destroying our forest with his fellow Chinese. And you are sitting here telling me you're fighting Galamsey. Where is Galaston? Where are the drones you bought? You think we are fools, right? Go to Takwa, go to what people have been rendered jobless. You sent ignorant idiot like Chema to me, Abronya DC come and sit on radio and spill lies. And you think we are going to be stupid like 2015, 2016 to take in all this nonsense? We are not going to take this nonsense. Women are dying. Kids are dying. And you've packed ambulance and you don't care. And you want me to come sit here and show you respect? I'm not going to do that, Mr. President. I am not. And if I'm not going to show you that respect and people are going to say I don't respect, I don't care. Do you know how much it costs to lose a life? Those people who have lost their wives and their mothers and their kids, do you know what they're going through? Ask your wife. You sleep with her every day and get up. Ask her. And I don't blame Rebecca because you have nothing to tell your husband. If I were you, I would tell my husband to release these ambulances today. You don't care. You, this woman, have been filled with power. You know, such a quiet, lying woman behind this man, and you people don't see the essence. You people don't see what you people don't feel for the people. Because we the people, we have become too stupid. You Jimmy Dodo. Yeah, come for, yeah, I'm gonna for, yeah, slim for. So that is what we are eating now. That's why we are struggling. People can make ends meet. People have been rendered jobless. You're closing banks, targeting people. What kind of government is this? This is just this. I'm just setting the pace for 2020. And I'm not going to mince words. I don't care what people are going to tell me. If you think you can't do the job, leave. If you say you have all the money, your father's left you with billions, leave and go enjoy your father's money. You can't come and enjoy the little money we give you and come and tell us nonsense. You will not accept that again. And this cuts across. Whoever becomes president, John Mahama, whoever. We the people should be your priority. If you can't, you don't deserve to be a president. Corruption is high. You are hoarding criminals. Child abuse. You see this guy. He flies to Europe with his wife to go give birth. Such a monster, a criminal. In this guy, in any serious country, this guy will be in jail for years. Charles Michel is a thief. He's a criminal. But he's able to fly his wife to go deliver in Europe, in America, because they want security for their kid. And you want me to come sit here and say, God bless you, Mr. President. I'll be an idiot to do that. And my fellow Ghanaians, you have to start thinking. You have to start speaking truth to power. You can't be so dumb and so timid every time. God will not come down and save you people. You people have to speak for yourself, to save yourself. Tell this president, this lying, hungry, dying president, to go out there and bring the ambulances. Mr. President, you are older than Ghana. You should know better. To let a young man like you to come and tell you what to do? You don't deserve to be president at that point. Because you are MPP, we can't speak. And then when you start speaking, this guy has paid you, and this guy, I don't care. If I will speak for people to get life, if I will speak for my fellow Ghanaian to be saved, I will do that. I don't care what you say, attacking me and saying things. I don't care. Ghanaians, these are the things we have to talk. Do you know the number of women who have died because we are keeping ambulances? You, this president, you don't do anything. Nothing. Tell me one thing you've done. Free SHS. When the parents are involved in an accident today and they die, you know the psychological effects these kids are going to have. Free SHS. Have you eaten? Free SHS. Have you taken your pill? Free SHS. Nothing. You have a comedian vice president who cannot even hold this city down. And you want us to be quiet and we shout and scream and clap for you guys. I will be an idiot to do that. When you people are sick, you fly to Europe, you fly to America because you see the people back there as idiots. You see them, they don't have brains. And I blame my people because my people don't want to think. My people, we have become too timid. We have become stupid for too long. Let's put aside our tribal nonsense and vote for people who can build hospitals, people who can build roads, clean water, people who can take care of our basic needs. That is what we need. We don't need old men who are dying, who cannot make decisions, who cannot separate facts from noise, who cannot separate death from life. Ask Akufo-Addo himself. If you allow his daughter, his baby mamas, his ex-girlfriends, Osla, and all those people to go through the hell these women are going through. And ask Rebecca. And when you speak on these things, people will come and say, you don't respect. I would rather disrespect people who don't think about my people than to respect people who are liars and thieves who cannot do anything for my people. This is the final episode of 2019. I just want people to understand in 2020, what you guys are going to hear is going to be more than this. The youth should rise up. We need to take this country from criminals. Take this nation from thieves, people who don't want justice to work. Let's talk about so many things. Gregory Afoko is rotting in jail. Courts grant bail. Then you, the president, you say no. Electoral commissioners are fired because the Jubilee House orchestrated things like this. Today, see what's happening. And you want me to come here? I live in the United States of America. The law works. And I expect the law to work in Ghana because the people who live here are not robots. They are humans like us. So we can't act like idiots. I will not come and lick the butt of the president because I am an account, because I am an MPP member. I will not do that. I will speak truth to him. If he thinks it's too big for the office he's occupying, he should get out. And let somebody who is competent come and do the job. With all due respect, my fellow Ghanaians, I'm pissed today because we have failed to think and our president has failed to think. As I'm speaking now, people are dying in our villages. Pregnant women are dying. This president is enjoying our money with his family, his wife, his kids, his cousins and nephews. They're enjoying in four-wheel drives, spending money in multi-million hotels, flying out of the country. And you want me to keep quiet and fold my arm and say because the president is closer to his death, I shouldn't speak truth to him? I would be an idiot. I wasn't born that way. If we don't speak truth to these people, they will use us like pigs and sheep every day. People are defending Roth because of tribe. People are defending Roth because they are embarrassed to say that this president has failed. That is a fact. Akufo-Addo has failed. My fellow Ghanaians, this is not about who is older and who is young. This is about the policies and principles. This is about policies and principles. If the president is clueless, let's tell him in his face that he's clueless. Get out and let somebody come in and do the job. Today, we have riff-raffs controlling this government. Somebody like Chairman Wontumi, Abronya DC, Owusu Bempah, Kofi Owusu, this rapist. These people are making decisions for a whole country. These people. And I don't blame these people because our radio and TV, our journalists give these people the platform to come spill nonsense. They don't ask them questions because they go there and lick their butt and they take pennies to survive. 2020 is going to be a different year, my fellow Ghanaians. 2020 is going to be different. You're going to see a different, with all due respect, you're going to see a different show. You're not going to be nice again. We've stopped that nonsense. Mr. President, I'm speaking to you. If you say you are smart, you are wise, you deserve another term, release these ambulances today. I saw Arthur Kennedy do a video and he was so civil and so nice because he's trying to be nice to the president. This is not a time to be nice to people. People are dying. And I'm going to be nice to you. For what reason? I pay you your health. You fly around the world. I pay you your health, your medical bills. Mr. President, I pay you your medical bills. The people dying, they pay you your medical bills. And you want to tell us that you are holding ambulances because you want to present them so that it favors you come 2020? Are we sick as a people to keep quiet? And you get some people who sit on TV or come on social media and come and insult you because they feel that you are touching what you are not supposed to touch because the president is one of us. You are crazy. And I keep telling people, if you don't want to watch my show, I don't care. That's why I don't work for any media house. I don't partner with anybody because I believe in what I'm doing. If you don't watch my show, somebody watch my show because somebody is ready to listen to the truth. We can talk about so many things. So many things happening in this country. We know it's wrong. But we can't speak because what? One of us is president. I always tell you, President, remember what Otumfuo told you, that free SHS alone cannot win you power. And if you think that ignorant, that incompetent lady at the EC is going to give you the election on a silver platter, let me tell you for a fact, Ghanaians are not stupid anymore. People are willing to die for the truth. Don't dare. The only thing that can save you, the only thing that can give you that election, that presidency again, is being honest with yourself and doing what is right. Taking care of your responsibilities. And some of the things is making sure that women like these get ambulances and their lives are saved. If you can't do that, you can't be a leader and you can't be a president of this republic. And any reasonable, rational Ghanaian should vote against you. Simple as that. Any serious, rational country will not entertain you as a president from the day you made that statement. Any serious country, the journalists will all walk out and be like, you are not ready to lead. Let's keep the ambulances, and then when the other ones come, I'll release it. Because are you kidding me, Mr. President? Are you the people who said you have the men? We're an embarrassment and we're disgrace. My fellow Ghanaians, this is just the beginning. This is the final episode of With All Due Respect in 2019. 2020, we are not going to kid here. It's election season. We're going to fact check people. We're going to say the truth to Ghanaians. We are not going to be joking again. Mr. President, this is a straight, direct conversation I'm having with you. Release those ambulances. They are not your property. These are the properties of Ghanaians. These are things that have to save our lives, not your life. You are older than Ghana, and you have to understand what I'm saying. With all due respect, follow us on Loud Silence Radio by downloading our app, Loud Silence Radio. Downloading our app, it's compatible with Android and also compatible with iOS. You can also subscribe to our YouTube page. Fellow Ghanaians, this is just the beginning, and this is the end of the 2019 season. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I will be around in 2020 to give you facts, separate facts from noise. This is With All Due Respect.
Welcome to Loud Silence Radio. That was my editorial. And I know it was strong. It was precise. I made my point. I'm actually going to shed a little bit of light on the editorial. I just wanted to make a case, and it was a direct case to the president. I know some people will still disagree with me on this issue, but I still stay with my view that the president actually made one of the most reckless statements when he met the press by telling Ghanaians that he actually ordered that these ambulances be kept till all the ambulances arrive before he shares them, because he doesn't want to be blamed for being the favoritism, whatever. But the question here is, how many people have died since these ambulances arrived in Ghana? It's a simple question. It's not about I've heard people make arguments like, oh, during Mahama's time, during the NDC time, they brought in some ambulances, they were not up to date and they were not up to... I don't care. That is why we voted for the NPP. We voted for the president. We voted for Nana Akufo-Addo to become president and lead and make things right. And then if you come into office and then you are blaming John Mahama and his NDC for the things you can't do, then at the end of the day, we made the biggest mistake voting you to lead us. It means you are clueless. Now, how many people have died? Let me tell Ghanaians something here. A woman just died at Tetekwashi Hospital over lack of ambulance. This is not about, we don't need rocket scientists to come and tell us that we are being stupid. At least some people's life would have been saved if those ambulances would have had been released into the system. I don't care. And you see, every day I say I respect people's view. I have my own view. And most of the time I have problems with the boggers. People who live in Europe, in America, in the first, second world countries, who have access to these things. And then when they come to platform, they come to Ghana, when they come on platforms discussing Ghana issues, because of party politics and tribalism, they don't want to accept the truth. The issue is, when you live in America, you live in UK, even when you're nil, when you have a problem with your nail, you call a 911 in the US. In the next 3-4 minutes, there's an ambulance. Whether it saved your life or not, there's an ambulance. It came there to save you. But the same people, when they come to Ghana or they're on platforms and discussing issues about Ghana and ambulance, they want to shift the blame and push it on John Mahama because it is the easiest target. And when he speaks like this, they're like, you have been paid by Mahama. Mahama and his administration, we all know, brought in some ambulances. The government came in. They told us that those ambulances were not up to scratch and that they were investigating in whatever. To date, these mobile ambulances are sitting there. Nobody has told us about the investigation, how much was missing. And they did the same thing when it comes to the real estate, the government bungalows. This is the problem we have. Women are dying, my fellow Ghanaians. People are dying every single day. You live in Accra, you live in Houston, you live in New York, you live in London, and you don't know what people are going through. People get snake bites. Women want to deliver. I saw a video of a woman being put on an aboboya on a motorbike, miles and miles to go give birth. By the time they got there, the woman had given birth, the baby had died. And then we don't see anything wrong with this. And some people think that you are doing politics with this. Because it has not happened to your sister, your auntie, your mom, or your wife, you think it's politics? With all due respect, I live in a country where if I have a problem right now, I can pick the phone and call an ambulance for them to come pick me and save my life. That is what I'm fighting for my people. So if you think I'm here doing politics, then my friend, you are sick in your head because we are talking about human lives. We are talking about human lives. We are not talking about, let me tell you, the president and his ministers. There was a day that the deputy communication minister, George Anda or something, had an accident on the Winneba Road or Apam or something. An army helicopter came to pick him. Within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they picked this guy and they took him to Accra. His life was saved. Do you know the number of Ghanaians, the number of civilians who pay taxes for this George Anda guy and the president to be living this luxurious life who have died on that same spot, at that same spot? And when we talk about these things, you have some Ghanaians because they are filled with tribe, because John Mahama is an easy target, because the NDC is an easy target. The government is failing, the president does not have his priorities right, and we are being honest with him. We're telling him what he has to hear, and you are sitting there saying that, yes, it is ND. Are you crazy? Are you sick in your head? Are you sick in your head? Why did you vote? George Anda had an accident at Apam, and the Air Force plane came to pick him. Today he's walking, he's alive. Do you know the number of women and children who have died at the same spot? And these are the people who we are chasing after every single day in the markets, in the villages, in the cities, taking taxes from them to pay the same George Anda. And then we sit there and we are like, we are reasonable people, we are rational people. Are we sick as a people? We are just mad. We are filled with too much pride, tribalism. And I will say it each and every single day. Because the majority of Ghanaians are Akans and I'm part of it. This president has failed. If you choose anything over human life, you don't deserve to be a leader. It's fact. It's fact. His daughters. Would Akufo-Addo, you see, sometimes when you say these things, people think you are personalizing things, but it hurts. Because we have lived with, you see, what is happening here? And my biggest problem every day, I say, are the boggers, people who live outside Ghana, who have seen things. Your wife is going to go give birth. They give you a tour in the hospital. They give you options. 3, 4, 5 hospitals. Look at these hospitals. Look at their facilities. Which one do you like? Take this emergency number. When there's a problem, call 911. There's a fire truck. There's going to be ambulance. They're going to make sure your wife is saved. Go to the hospital. Everything is. These people living here, they are not robots. They are humans like us, and they use their brains. So why can't we use our brains? And my fellow bloggers living in Europe, America, Asia, everywhere are defending this nonsense. I said that statement the president made is an impeachable statement because he has chosen his political career over the lives of the people who gave him that power, and that he has to be kicked out of office. Simplicity. You don't need a rocket scientist to come and explain this to you. You park ambulance. You are flying all over the world. These same people are paying for medical bills. Majority of the trips this president makes are for medical checkups, and we know Nana Akufo-Addo is older than Ghana, meaning he knows the fundamental problems of Ghana, and health is one of them. And so what is changing today? What has changed? That the president keeps ambulances because of politics, because of elections. That's why I say this president does not care about Ghanaians. And if you're a rational, educated, reasonable Ghanaian who thinks about his nation, you speak up and say, Mr. President, you have acted childish, and that statement was stupid, and that you have to change your ways. Make sure these ambulances are shared. That is what a reasonable, rational human being talks. That is how you talk. But it's Ghana. We are timid. We are timid. Everything, this person is older than you. Haven't you seen an older, stupid person before? A friend of mine keeps telling me every day that the younger one, the little ones who were stupid, when they were not directed, when they grow to be stupid. I'm not saying the president is stupid. I'm trying to make a point here. Without due respect, not everybody with the gray hair is smart. Why do you think people, kings, chiefs, they need counsel? These are things that we have to push for. The journalists have become zombies. They have become predators because they need money to survive. Suddenly, Kwaku Baku, of all people, he doesn't see anything wrong with this government. Today, we are almost close to HIPIC. You saw it on TV, on social media. Ghana's economy is the worst in Africa. These people will come and sit on Newsfile. They'll go and sit on whatever, and lie to the people. But the people are suffering. And they don't want us to talk about it. Why? When we start speaking, John Mahama has paid you. Everybody has been paid in Ghana by John Dramani Mahama, because when you stand for truth, John Mahama has paid you. Are we mad or sick as a people? What kind of people are we? What kind of people are we? What kind of people are we? That is why we are suffering today. Our mothers, our sisters, our aunties are suffering back home. Everything is expensive, from soap, milk, sugar. They can't even live a normal life. People are smart in Ghana. There's no opportunities for them. Young nurses, young doctors, accountants. People have brains. The system is not working, and we are trying to fix the system by speaking to the people handling the system to make sure the system works. You sit there and attack us? Are you sick? Should our policies and our governance and everything be around John Dramani Mahama? And I'll keep mentioning Mahama's name because this government has made it their point to make sure that every statement they make is about John Mahama. This is the same John Mahama we voted against because you guys told us, and I was part of it as an MPP person, we told Ghanaians that this guy wasn't the right person to lead this country. So why is it that today we can't start a statement without mentioning John Dramani Mahama's name? You are making this guy more popular and more smarter than the present president. And it is a fact. At least John Mahama put up some things we can see physically. Today you can't speak to an MPP person without mentioning free SHS. That person mentioning free SHS. Free SHS is in the constitution. That conversation ended in 2016.
the constitution, we have free SHS in it. Some people said they were doing it progressively. They were going to build schools, spread it around the country, so that when the free SHS takes shape, kids will get places to sleep, places to learn, and the facilities will be there for them to use, which to me is a good one. Another president came in, he said, no, I need to implement it now because we are back. We are so far, we need to start it now. We all said, fine, that is good. Now, you want to start it now. We have too many kids, more than the infrastructure we have. Why don't you expand the infrastructure? Maybe alongside, side by side. As you put in the kids inside, strengthen the infrastructure, you've decided to leave the infrastructure. Then put more kids in school. Now, there's a pile-up. Listen to this. All Form 3 senior high school SHS students are to report to school on Sunday, January 5th, next year to continue academic work. I'm going to read all this for people to know what is happening. When free SHS started, because we are filled with everything, politics, we want to win the next election, we don't think through things. Univaranda, also are you okay? When you come to America and they have the infrastructure set and they have the hotels and they have the industries, do you think they did all one day? They started with some things to make sure that the fundamentals should be strong. 2019, green track, yellow track. And when you speak on this, he's against free SHS. Who is against free SHS? Nobody. That's what I'm saying. 2016, that conversation of free SHS was put to rest. Anytime I hear even John Mahama and NDC and MPP talking about free, I just laugh. Where are we going? Free SHS is not a conversation because it was in the constitution and we are doing it and we all applauded it. Now, the president should calm down, bring his ego down and listen to people who know much about this thing to implement it perfectly. We are doing a half-baked educational system. But because of politics and because we don't have a message as a political party, we want to hold on to it, even though people are losing a lot. The early arrangement is an intervention by the Ghana Education Service, GS, to adequately prepare the students for the West African Senior High School Certificate Examination. The Director General of the GS, Professor Kwesi Opoku-Amankwa, said the students will be expected to stay in school until they began the WASSCE, which will be written between May and June next year. You see where the problem is with this free SHS? A whole government takes money, so much money, to go buy Pasco for the kids to learn. No contact hours. The kids spend more time at home than learning. When did this ever happen? That a government takes the taxpayers' money to go buy Pasco? At that point, we don't need students in school. Then tell them to go home and then we will send the questions to them to learn. This is the result of pettiness, arrogance, not wanting to sit on the table with people who matter. You don't have all the knowledge, Mr. President, and MPP government. We don't have everything. The men we are talking about, Abronya DC, Chemawun to me, Owusu Bempah, the rapist. These people are the men. And when you speak, some people will come and say you have been paid. My guy, we be OGs before now. We be OGs before now. We have survived it. These are the things we are talking about. A certain president makes such a statement and nobody's talking about it. And when you raise the issues, the only thing people can respond to is John Mahama. It's our politics doesn't revolve around John Mahama. If John Mahama quits politics today, what are we going to say? The city is dying as we speak. The city is dying. The bragging, joking vice president is walking in and out of the Jubilee House. He's not giving any response. And we are sitting there because we are Akans, because we are MPP, we don't have to speak. In 2015, 2016, a whole lot of things were brought up against the candidates that talked about SP, special prosecutor. We were all happy. What was the SP going to do? Going to make sure that the current government and the past government, he was going to scrutinize, investigate, and make sure that every money that was taken away will be brought back. Today, the government of the day is hunting the SP, is hunting the Auditor General, who is hunting Osafo Maafo $1 million. Today, we are going after the Auditor General, who is going after our money. Are we sick and we don't have a problem with this? Because you are MPP, I should come and sit here and say, Nana, 4 years, am I sick in my head? I keep telling people, it is not about who is the leader, it's about when the system is working. We can go bring a blind man, without due respect, a blind man to lead Ghana. The system is perfect, the country is going to work. That is what we... Does it revolve around John Mahama? At least John Mahama did something. Every day I will say it because we, the MPP, we cannot make a statement without mentioning John Mahama's name. Look at the hospitals around. It is not John Mahama's money, my fellow Ghanaians. That money was our money. He was just the leader. He made sure that they built it. The hospital, the Ridge Hospital, the Legon Hospital. These hospitals can employ hundreds and hundreds of nurses. The chip compounds around the country. The railway lines. The hospitals in the Volta region, the northern region. All these things have not been opened because our president is petty, he's selfish. And he thinks that if it is not about him, it shouldn't work. What kind of country is this? And we are all quiet and we travel all the way 5,000 miles to Europe, America, Asia. Say we are going to acquire knowledge. We go to school, we do PhD. And this basic thing for us to criticize, we can't. Are you okay in your head? We have been to school. We have learned this. We have PhD. This is not PhD. This is common sense. This is common sense. And then when you speak, somebody be like, you don't respect this person. Massa, if you are old, you think you are old, go and build another planet and go sit there. But if you decide to take any political appointment, any public office, we have the right to speak when you are not doing the right thing. Massa, you could be the biggest person. The United States president has been impeached. How much more Ghana? 30 million people. We can't manage Ghana. We can't get about 70% of the graduates to work. People can't find decent 30 million people. We speak all the nicest English. And then nothing because some kwa. See in the news, Akufo-Addo's foreign trip hotel bills swallowed 70 million Ghana cedis in 9 months. Those people who know the old Ghana cedis, 70 million old Ghana cedis, let me know. Foreign travels. Let me ask my fellow Ghanaians, how many investors followed this president back home to invest, to build, to build something and say, I've employed 10 people? How many? This money has gone down the drain. And when we talk, we get people who think that they've been to school. They have learned nothing, so they are smarter. This is not about smartness. This is about being practical, rational, and speaking truth to power. 70 million. Tell me, from 2016 till date, which investor, name one investor, one international investor that had carried their things to say, we are going to establish in Ghana. We heard about VW, KMA, BBB. Who has come to Ghana to invest, to build a factory and employ 10 people? Nobody. The country is not attractive anymore because the leaders just keep borrowing. The leaders don't speak the truth because we are not being honest with ourselves. The economy is being cooked. Nothing is happening. Ken Ofori-Atta is just an actor. He is the worst finance minister we had in this country ever since. Nothing is working. And when you say it, this guy he's a young man, and why is he speaking? He's insulting this person. Everything in Ghana is an insult. When you ask somebody, how are you doing? You insulted me. How do you feel? You are insulted. Do you know who I am? You are insulted. Everything in Ghana is an insult. If you don't understand the language, my friend, get out. Everything in Ghana is an insult. Until the people they like use the same statement. Were we not in this country? When Osla Owusu insulted John Dramani Mahama from head to toe, Abronya DC, Chairman Wontumi, we all supported it because we wanted power. Today, we are speaking against these criminals. People think that we are being disrespectful. My fellow Ghanaians, the time has come. I keep telling the youth, this is not just a radio station. This is not just a show. This is a religion. We don't believe, we don't carry Quran or Bible. We carry the truth. If we don't speak as young men, young women, we would die like chicken and pig. You die like chicken and pigs. Yeah. You will go hungry. These men who are closer to their death, they will pile money, generational theft for their families. And then we will be living with these people's generation and they will be living luxurious life and we will still be in our ditch because we failed to speak. Corruption is high in Ghana. You see, sometimes people are, today we're doing rough cut. Sometimes people, during the last administration, corruption was high. Fine. Muhammad's brother, Ibrahim Muhammad, he was taking everything. Fine. Sada, it was corruption. Fine. So many things. Now there's a special prosecutor. Now we win power. What is happening? What is happening? Does it mean that we lied? Ibrahim Muhammad is still doing his business. He's basically one of the most prominent, experienced miner in Africa now. He's getting all the contracts around Africa. We did not give him the bauxite deal because we said that his brother wanted to give. Later, we realized even in the bank, in the court and the documents from whatever, it wasn't like that. Sada, this woman, Bas Brand, all these people are in Ghana. Does it mean we lied? I was talking to a very prominent person. I was like, yeah, so tell me, what is it that everything is about? Oh, he was like, yeah, the NDC, they were corrupt. And I was like, do you have evidence? I never come on my show, with all due respect, without evidence. If I don't, I will not speak because the person I'm going to speak about, I don't know him. He might be related or he might be even dating my cousin or something. I can't destroy people's reputations for no reason. What do I get from it? I was like, so where are the evidence? He's like, oh, we all know. I'm like, and so it was like, yeah, on the toll booth, they were taking toll booth, but I'm like, where is the evidence? It's like, yeah, it was an open secret. I was like, where is the evidence? Are we kids? And if the evidence are there today, they should be there today. We need to be able to see it and prosecute people. Where is the evidence? It goes back to John Mahama is corrupt. Where is the evidence? If somebody comes to you and say, John Mahama and the NDC were corrupt, we are not corrupt, I'm like, where is the evidence? That is the question. What is the job of the special prosecutor? What is the job of the attorney general who is related to the president? What is the job of the CID boss who is related to the president? Where are the evidence? Let's ask simple questions and demand reasonable answers. We are not fools. And when you speak like this, somebody will say, you are doing campaign for John Mahama. I don't care about John Mahama. What I care about is Ghana. I wouldn't want anybody to frame things and place on me. And as far as we have systems, we have the system, we have the system to check the system, so we have to make sure it works. Sada, Bas Brandon, whatever, Mahmoud Ibrahim, what 3 years, almost 4 years into Opuni is in court. As we speak now, I've been following that case, and even the Attorney General's witnesses are messing up. They can't even give consistent answers. Where are the evidence, my fellow Ghanaians? But today, we can give you evidence about PDS. We can give you evidence, messages, audios, how the Americans cancelled it, how the energy minister came out to say it was fraud, how the president was involved, how his cousin, Oforiata, his Gabi Ochirakum, the president, there are evidence. And today, when there's a change of government, these people can be prosecuted. Osafo $1 million, Kroll and Associates, there are evidence there. There are hard evidence. Why are we not going after these people? Hundreds and hundreds of criminal stuff happening in this country with evidence. And when you speak, people will say you have taken money. These are thieves in suits. Today we are going after the Auditor General. We are going after the Special Prosecutor. Because they are not doing what we want them to do. And they can't, you see, there are some things you can't make up. You can't make up things. If somebody hasn't stolen money, you can't make it up. We are in the 21st century. You need to prove that in court. That is why this government is fumbling, because they don't have anything to hold on to. Have you eaten free SHS? Has the president taken his pill? Free SHS. Ofuriatta is messing the economy up. Free SHS. They don't have anything to hold on to. See the number of people who are unemployed in Ghana today because of the reckless banking structure, or whatever they call it. These are the hard truth, and it hurts to say it, but I'm going to say it. Recently, the president came out. We have 58 factories, and one journalist went to the location and said, "This is the location. There's nothing there." Now, I had people come out and say, "Yeah, the government is partnering with some companies." Why don't you say that? It's a government full of lies. That's why I call this a criminal enterprise. I belong to the MPP, and this is not the MPP Kufuor handled. We know the Kufuor MPP. We know they were not a perfect MPP, but they were smarter. They were intelligent. One thing I liked about the Kufuor MPP was simple. They brought everybody together. They took ideas. But this MPP is a family MPP. The center, which they call it, the center. Akufo-Addo and his family, they don't want anybody to suggest anything apart from them. Do you know how much the president's secretary Bediato is taking in a month? I said 2020, you guys, you guys will collapse. Do you know how much of that guy takes in a month as salary? If a certain president only thinks that he only sees corruption as taking money from somebody and giving them contracts, then we have a big problem, because that is the only way, that's the only how the president sees corruption. He does not see nepotism as corruption. He doesn't. Inflation of a project price, he doesn't. He only sees that if I don't take money from somebody, this president is old, my fellow Ghanaians. Akufo-Addo is too old to handle Ghana. He goes everywhere and he sleeps. I said, Donald Trump, the United States president, is older than Akufo-Addo. He travels more than Akufo-Addo. He engages the press more than Akufo-Addo on a daily basis. He fights the government. He makes his case. They make their case. He makes his case. He fights the system. He makes sure that he gets the people what they want. That is how Akufo-Addo does not even meet the press. He travels at his own pace, but he's sleeping at every event. Don't you people see there's a problem that this man cannot, and that there's a cooked prime minister somewhere handling things, gaining things for themselves, stealing from us? Because we are accounts, because MPP, we don't want to speak. We don't want to talk about it. The president is a failure. He's too old. He doesn't understand what is happening. If a president cannot run 1 mile, if he cannot run 10 kilometers, that person cannot be president too. I'm telling you, because your fitness enters your. You see. I wish I could get a doctor. If you are not, you're not. My guys, Akufo-Addo is too old to handle stuff. Fine, he might have had good intentions getting into politics, but you see, that's why I always tell people, when people say that the president does not know about it, the people around you, I'm like, you are lying. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo knows everything happening in government today. He knows it. Every scandal that happens in this government, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo knows it. Let's talk about Ejaku. Who cleared Ejaku? Why did the president clear him? You think the president can read? He doesn't understand? Who cleared Osler? The Kelny GVG. Who cleared him? You think the president didn't read? He doesn't understand? The procurement guy there, when he was cleared, you think the president, he knows every single thing. That's what I'm saying. This man, but you see, we shouldn't cut him as Clark every time. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what? But he's quick to take credit anytime we are clapping for him. You did this. My friends, let's stop this. Let's stop this childish thing. We are doing everything to protect Akufo-Addo because we don't want John Dramani Mahama to be president. But your mother stay in the village, your aunties living in the villages, today they get hospitals to go because of the Pepeni guy. I am not campaigning for John Mahama, but I want people to understand that when we put people in charge, we need to get something out of them. If you don't get anything, just clear them. That's simple. It's simple. Why do you have to kill ourselves? Why do you have to kill ourselves? If John Mahama is going to come and make sure that all the hospitals that are spread around the country is open and is working effectively, I will vote for John Mahama because that is what I want. But if I'm going to keep Nana for another 4 years and these hospitals are going to be closed and people are going to die and ambulances are going to be kept, I would not vote for Akufo-Addo. I would kick him out. The country doesn't belong to him and his family. These are the conversations we need to have. It is difficult, but we have to have them. And it hurts me when I hear the youth defending something which is not there, because I've heard people say, "Na teni we na osabediaso." I've heard it. Teni. I've heard it. And it's not just kids, in penny for adults. And when you ask them, why don't you want Mahama or the MPP or NDC, anybody to lead Ghana? I say, we just don't like him. Like, give me reasons. Everybody have their brains to go to the vote and vote, to like the ballot and vote. I cannot hold your hand and say, go and vote for Mahama or go and vote for Nana. But it's about the work they do. Their past work or their present works, that's going to speak for themselves. That is what we need now as the new generation. Let's stop this stupidity. And if the insults are good, if you don't listen to me, I don't care. See, I keep telling people, if you decide not to listen to me, I don't care. Somebody will listen because they want to hear the hard truth. You don't listen to me, I don't care. I don't take money from you. You don't take money from you. You are not forced to listen to me. That is why I don't work with anybody. I don't work for anybody. I've worked hard to get a very good team that is producing this show, that is part of this team, to make sure we get to where we go, because we believe in what we're doing. You not listening to me wouldn't change anything. I'm not going to come sit here and say, please, listeners, I beg you, if I offended, I didn't know I offended anybody. I expressed my views. If you have your views, express it and I'll read it. I don't care. I'm not going to go do this patch on thing again. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. This show is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Today's edition is actually called The Rough Cut. The Rough Cut will touch on so many things. I was just expressing my views on the editorial I just released yesterday, and lots of people have been commenting, insulting me and all that, and I keep telling people I don't care, because that's my view. Let me take some few minutes and read some messages on WhatsApp line, and then I'll read some messages too on the people are calling. We're going to be picking calls very soon. This is coming from, there's no name, so I'm going to move on. This is coming from, this person says, "Hi Kevin, thanks for your hard work. I'm so proud of you. I will continue to stand by you and fight against." The president calls himself anti-corruption, but he is more corrupt than our ex-president Mahama. We live in a country where all positions in Ghana are headed by president's siblings. Why? For the past 6 months, now, community police officers have not been paid until now, and we are in the festive season. How do our so-called president regard these people to gain their respect and cater for their families? Ifia Hwofe will always support you. Most savings and loans banks are closed, but the finance minister's bank, which is Data Bank, is still surviving without any issues circulating around it. These are the problems. He cares nothing about the fundamentals of our people. If he is a human enough, he would keep ambulance for his people, not for his people to die. So these are some of the things. Some people have not been paid, and you meet people like that. Have you been paid? No, but are you sick? Speak your mind. Come out and speak. If the system is working, because you're MPP, you don't want to speak. This one is coming from, it has no name, and it says, "I understand Mahama messed up. I suffered under his government as a nurse and vowed to vote against him, but demonizing him was the tool of the opposition. Even in his worst administration of 4-year rule and some months, he did way better than Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo took over 20 years fighting to be president. It was sad when he lost against Tata Mills, because everybody thought he was supposed to let go and retire at that age. Yes, he stood again to be a flag bearer. Some of us thought he is a figure. He's a fighter, a role model, someone who never gives up on their dreams. They preached Mahama abysmal performance during his year as president. They promised heaven and hope, telling us there's money in Ghana, and it takes no sense for a country like Ghana to go out borrowing whilst we have money sitting there. Ghanaians reasoned and decided to change government, but they have even borrowed more than the past administration in 3 years. Come to think of it, the so-called Angelic Ekufuor-Addo was struggling to be president over a period of 20 years, and during his period, he had the privilege to learn and prepare adequately in order to lead the country in the right direction based on his vast period of learning. He voiced out the bad things JJ was doing. He worked in government under Kufuor, this giving him an amount of experience to know what is to be done and what not to be done. He witnessed that of Ejata and Mahama and voiced out their failures whilst you were in opposition. This alone indicates he should have all the knowledge because of the privilege to learn from all these past governments or presidents. In fact, he has been the well-prepared person to lead Ghana in our history. But what do we see, bro? After giving him the mantle, Gangantuan ministers coupled and always apologizing. He came to appoint his uncles, aunties, cousins, and etc. So we get the point. A lot of messages coming in. This one is coming. This one says, this is Adam from Ghana. Keep doing the good work. We are supporting you. Thank you, sir. This one too says, testing. This one says, hi, Kevin. This is your boy Idris Mugari from Wa. Yeah. Sometimes whenever I sit down and think of what is happening in Ghana, I feel very ashamed and embarrassed as a Ghanaian. How can a whole government be running after individuals leaving the work they should be doing? We are going to vote this group of crooks out. It is clear now that we only voted for people who only care about their stomach but not the ordinary Ghanaian. This one too is coming from another person, says hi. Thank you. Hi to you too. This one too says, watching live from Modena, Italy. I am Michael Amane in Modena, Italy. How are you doing, Michael? This one says, Kevin, what do you think about A+ lawsuit against Kroll deal? I talked about it. I say A+ has taken the best step by taking these guys to court. So messages coming in. We will be taking phone calls. Let me read a few messages on our YouTube page. This is coming from lots and lots of messages. Idrisu Mutari. Hi, Kevin. I am disappointed in some of the journalists in Ghana nowadays. When they speak and you hear, you don't. Yeah, I think I've read this. Yes. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. This show is the extended version of With All Due Respect. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I'm reading some messages from our beloved listeners. Elizabeth Akolo says, this government does not concern about what Ghanaians are saying. They are also testing the waters and Ghanaians are not doing anything. So they keep repeating the bad things with impunity. Keep it up. Lover Bob says, bro, Ghana hot, papa, but then good job. Sylvester Vega say, Kevin, I have a secret to share with you, so please keep in touch, bro. Don't be intimidated by the impotent politicians. Baumia is the ugly joker here in Ghana. Richia Adama says, good job. Sahada Seidu says, watching live from Victoria Gaxtiers. Allah may reward you this, your kindness and bitter truth. Abdul Gafaru Abubakar says, good work, keep it up. Victor Lyon says, Echo, we are behind you, inshallah. Dominic Danso say, good work. Eric Amadu say, greetings, bro. Masao Kwatin say, champion Kevin Taylor, Ghana is grateful for punching hard on the cruel leaders who are in for looting and sharing. Watching live from Dubai. Thank you, sir. Joe Newell said, my problem is we, the citizens of our dear country, can't keep our useless and insensitive leaders to task. We have come too far to be allowing 4 years to determine our future. This is a great message. Theresa Pierre said, thank you, God, and God bless you. Peace Casa said, Kevin, keep saying as it is, more fire. Kwansima SM, the sleeping president. Thank you, Kwansima SM. Aqua Abdul Wahab Cisse says, hi, Kevin, making the good job from Saudi Arabia. Joel Newell said, our path to freedom is shipwrecked and we are made to pay for it. But I feel the time has come when we have to sit up and demand accountability. We need a revolution, and this Ghanaian must now accept. All right, thank you, sir. Martin Edu said, good job. Dennis in Italy TV said, hi, good job, brother. Victor. So lots and lots of messages coming. I hope I've made my point. It's simple, so simple that we need to come to the realization that it's about time we started speaking to the issues. We have to start speaking to the issues. Anytime we give these politicians room to lie, they'll keep lying. Anytime we give them room to lie, they are going to lie. It's a fact. So we have to come together, irrespective of our political affiliations. I don't expect everyone to agree with me. I'm just a normal human being like you. I don't expect everyone to agree with me. No. You also have your views, which I respect. I respect a lot. You know, so my fellow Ghanaians, let's be honest. Let's be honest with each other and then speak truth to power. Yes, let's speak truth to power. We are going to take this short break, and after the break, we're going to try and see if we can pick some calls. My producer is signaling me that we could be able, we can pick some calls. Yeah. And then remember that I have an expose on the EC. I'm going to tell you something that is going to shock you, but you have to keep the names I'm going to mention today because they are going to pop up in 2020. These company, I'm going to mention a company and what they have done so far with the EC and the EC hiding from Ghanaians. I'm going to tell you, and there's a new expose coming out from the Electoral Commission. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Today's edition is called The Rough Cut. We're talking about so many things. We're talking on the finance, health, agriculture, security, everything. We'll be reading messages. We'll be taking calls. So stick and stay. Right back after this short break.
Welcome back to Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I'm your host here. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Today's edition is called The Rough Cut. We're talking on so many issues. During the break, I took my time to read a few of the comments on YouTube, and some people are making some very good arguments. Like some people raised the issue like, so Kevin doesn't see anything wrong with the NDC. Yes, Kevin thinks that only the NDC are angels. No, the issue is here is simple. Countless times we have heard this president and this government and appointees in this government only anytime they are asked questions, they can't even answer questions without referring to the past government. The issue is, how can we prove somebody is the devil when we can't prove the person's sins? It's simple. How can we prove the MDC are not angels when we can't prove? We can't. Because we kept saying in 2014, the NDC is corrupt. And we all came to accept it. And then the more reason why we voted for this government is because we were told by the leaders of this government, by Akufo-Addo, by Bawumia, that the economy was terrible. We were told that people were stealing from Ghanaians. We were told that the ex-president was a criminal and his brother was lifting gold in batches every single day to Dubai. We were told all these things. We were told that SADA was the biggest scam. We were told that Bas Brandon was the biggest scam. I want to ask, we have access to the special prosecutor. Even it does not even happen anywhere. The president himself played a vital role in appointing the special prosecutor. We have the Auditor General. We have the CID. We have the Attorney General who is related to the president, who has been put before court. We are chasing 3,000 Ghana. The special prosecutor is chasing Ayariga for 3,000 Ghana. Really? And you want me to come sit here? Because I don't have any evidence that the NDC, this person in the NDC did this. If you have it, give it to me and I'm going to speak on it. And I've told several people that I will only speak on things that I have documents or facts. And we have access to everything in this country. We took over from the land ministry. We took over from the whatever ministry. We took over. So we know the documents are there. If somebody stole money, it is easy to access it. Why are the people not bringing those things out? That is why we sit here and say we cooked lies and we bought our way into power because we were not telling the truth. 3 years. We've not been able to actually make any impact in prosecuting anybody. We have no case. And you want me to come sit here and say that the past? I don't speak like that. I don't. We were in this country when Kennedy Japan said if Mohammed's brother doesn't go to jail, he will not be part of politics again. Where is that guy now? These are the things we talk about. And we don't come sit here and frame people up. Somebody was talking about the railway lines. Who started the railway lines? You see, we are doing cherry picking here. You see, we the MPP, we look at places where we think it's comfortable for us and we speak on it. You have jumped all the way to the railway lines, which are good. This government came, they are helping, they've continued the railway lines. Somebody started it. Why don't you speak on the abandoned multi-million-dollar hospitals that people are dying? You people, your fellow Ghanaians are dying. But because you know that when you speak on these things, it will not go well for your government or your party, you don't speak on it. You cherry pick. That is the problem we have. That is the problem we have. We made a lot of noise about corruption. And those people we said had stolen our money, they are all working in Ghana today. That's why I gave an example. I'm following the case of Opuni and whatever. As we speak, the Attorney General's own witnesses, they are fumbling. They can't even give consistent statements. So if somebody or the opposition comes out and say that the NPP lied their way to power, is that person lying? I said, my platform is an anti-corruption platform. Give me the documents. Let me verify them. I will speak on it. It doesn't matter.
I speak to some MPP big shots and I'm like, you know what? I need documents. Give me something to speak on. We don't have anything, no boss. We didn't come and meet anything. And you want me to come and cook things up? I won't. I will never do that. I will never lie. So the issue is, let us, you see, we are not doing ourselves any good. I'm talking about the MPP. We are not doing ourselves any good because at the end of the day, we end up attacking the opposition without any facts. Without any facts. And we have, like if you followed me for some time, we have the 99 fools we call the communicators, headed by Boabia Samoa. Could you imagine these people called all these communicators, let's write a letter to Kevin's wife's company, New York Times, for her to be fired. Are you people sick? Do you think America is handled by chicken heads? A whole government, a whole political party leader, let's sit because this guy is revealing too many things and then we need to bring it. You think here we do, I know you, I know that. It's about your competence. These are the people I call the 99 fools. During Kufuor's time, the communicators will not do this. They don't have time. Politics has been cheapened by these rascals. So when you tell me that Kevin is being biased by only speaking against the government in power, what do I have on the government that's not in power, the opposition? What do I give me something to speak on it? My fellow NPP guys on this platform, my fellow MPP guys listen to me anywhere in the world, give me something to work with. We need to tell the world that the NDC was corrupt, Mahama was corrupt, his appointees were corrupt. Give me something to work with. We have the Attorney General, we have the SP, we have the CID. Give me something to work with. You're not giving me anything. I can come and cook things up. It's been 3 good years. 3 good years. And you still want me to come and sit here and lie? I can't. Nobody will say that the NDC are angels. But until you prove that somebody is a demon, you cannot say that they are not angels. Some people make statements like their head doesn't work. And these people, they live in Europe, they live in America, and they say they have gone to school. You have nothing in your head. A whole political party, go and sit down, let's write a letter to New York Times. Are you sick? You know what people do here? You think we are America is like Ghana, whereby somebody go and say, please hire my daughter. You are sick. People work. They work towards their ambition. Let me tell you, they work. They are not fools like us that people, do you know this person? He's doing this fires, right? You think here we are robots? That your petty, stupid politics you are doing in Ghana. That drunkard, that 99 fools that we, the MPP, have made our communicators, sitting there not talking on the issues. You coming after Kevin Taylor and my wife? Are people sick in your head? Why don't you come out and read the letter the New York Times wrote to you guys? Idiots. These are the people we give Ghana to handle these morons. Such fools. And I'll say it on my network. Nobody pays me here and nobody can take me off. Because fools like this, when they target individuals because they think Ghana is the world. Ghana is not the world, though. Things are happening. People are working hard. When my wife was working at the Daily Graphic, walking from Daily Graphic all the way to Medina, were you there? Idiots. You people don't know what people have done in Ghana. You people don't know shit. And you sit in your cubicles and you talk nonsense and you think we have to clap for you people. Ghana does not belong to MPP or NDC. And if you fool yourself, we will tell you in your face that you are being stupid and that change your ways. The youth are tired. They are dying. People don't have jobs. Women are dying because a certain lazy president who sleeps like a dwarf does not want to release ambulances. And you want me to come sit here and just condone that nonsense? How dare you? This is not a platform for any irresponsible person. No, this is a platform I built. I worked hard to get this platform, and I'll not make any idiot come here and misbehave. No. I am fighting for Ghana, and I'm fighting the people who don't have the voice there. See, I just got a message, right? A screenshot from somebody, and it's coming from an NPP platform. And you know what? The person, it's a funny country, right? Ghanaians, we are not serious. Yeah. You know, just send me, he's part of one of the groups, and it's called the NPP Unity for Victory 2020. Chris, Citizen. These are the people in the group. Chris, Citizen, Dido, Gloria, Martin, Mine, NPP, Sam Pine, Ash, or say, and the conversation is like, Honorable Administrator, please, I suggest you spell out the rules and regulations governing this group. Thank you. Then today he says the number is 3 plus 233 24 332 4564. His name is Muras, M-U-R-A. I'm reading what is in the screenshot from the group, NPP group. Plus 233 24 332 4564. He says year of return. The next person's name is Sir Akono, NPP. He says, please, can't we do anything about this Kevin Taylor guy? If I watch him, I vex rough. Nana Addo should give me 4 of those Ayawaso SWAT guys, and then Kevin Taylor will smell pepper. These are the mumus we have in Ghana. These are the fools we have in Ghana. You think United States of America is Ankemu? You come there and everything is what you see. These are the people. These are the people. You planning to Abuja King Kong. These are the fools we have handed Ghana over to. Yeah. These are the fools. You're sitting there and give me one of the Ayawaso boys, 4 boys, to go to give me visa to America, and Kevin will smell pepper. Your president himself, he comes here, he's an ant. You see, I will say this and say this every day. I've crossed the 2 o'clock time, the 7 p.m. time in Ghana. I've crossed it. But you're dealing with people who don't want to think as humans. You see, we have some Ghanaians who have traveled. They live outside Ghana. They learned outside Ghana. They have been a little successful. They have learned something. But because of their stupid tribal stupidity, they don't want to change their ways. They are still stuck to, we are NPP, we are NDC. This same fool living in the UK, he takes his phone, he calls an ambulance, his wife is pregnant, they'll come and pick his wife, go to the hospital and deliver. This same idiot, 5 p.m., 12 p.m. every day, his salary drops. No complaints. His insurance is perfect. This same idiot, since he stayed in the UK for 10 years, 15 years, his water has never stopped running. His light has been consistent. And this stupid, bald idiot will sit in the UK and say, still I vote for Nana because I am an Akan, and I'm tribalistic, and I'm stupid. These are the monsters and idiots we're dealing with. He doesn't want the people back home to enjoy the same thing. And the moment he wears suit, he thinks he's smart. These are the fools we are dealing with. These people, you see, they enjoy all these things in the UK, they enjoy all these things in Europe, in America, in Asia, but when it comes to talking about it in Ghana, they become stupidly tribalistic because it is MPP. If so, it's MPP. That's why H+ said, if you take 99%, they are all fools. Until you change your ways, become objective, we will also speak good about you people. I keep telling, I'm my biggest problem are the buggers. We were sitting in America when the president flew church pastor Duncan Williams, and they came all the way to the US, Washington DC. They came, put their hands in their hands, they begged for money that they are going to build cathedrals. And you buggers, American buggers, you have lived here, you know what life is. You carry your money, you give to the president, go home and build cathedral. Whilst you know your aunties in the villages and all that, they don't have a place to even go when a snake bites somebody. And you tell me you are bogus, you have learned something, you are mad, you are sick. Ask me, where the money they took from here and they took to Ghana, did they account to anybody? And you want to tell me Kevin doesn't respect? Are you sick? I don't live like a monster. I live as a rational human being, and I ask questions. And when I ask questions, I demand reasonable answers. It doesn't matter. You see, we can make all the excuses from our failures and blame it on John Mahama. I would say this every day. I am an MPP member. What John Mahama did as president, he is not an angel. Compared to what this man is doing, we should have kept Mahama for 4 years. I'm telling you. What is happening in Ghana today? Tell me, somebody should text me, call me and say, this is the good thing happening in Ghana today. The country is at a standstill. Nothing is happening. Thieves have taken over the country. Ignorant idiots have taken over the country. They don't want us to talk about it. The biggest scandal to hit Ghana was PDS. And we have a president who does not even speak. When PDS broke out, this president flew to Angola to address Ghanaians in Angola. The disrespect, the denigration of the presidency. And you want me to sit here and say that, Mr. President, God bless you. Jimmy, I'm not going to do that. Me, I keep telling people, I have 16 malams I work with. Every region, I have one malam. If you insult me, you make me more powerful. Insult, you know, to do me anything. Insult, Kevin, your mother, your reckless Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan, he's not seen anything. What he saw in Texas is a piece of it. JFK is waiting for him. You people don't know. Ahmed Swali was shot. A journalist was shot in the head. Journalist in Ghana, so-called senior journalist. Nobody is talking about it because Akufo-Addo is president. Ahmed Swali was shot. Investigation till date, we don't know anything. The president didn't even speak about it. And the zombie journalists sitting there, because they're licking the butt of these politicians, they can't speak on it. And don't you know you are being stupid because you can be killed like a chicken? You go to the Flagstaff House, Jubilee House, a president standing there. Nobody could ask about PDS. Nobody could ask about Kroll Associates. Nobody could ask about Ahmed Swali's death. Are you people mad? Are you people mad? I will never make my point without insult, because insults were not created for animals. Insults were created for men who refuse to think like animals like yourself. The person who created insult never created the insult for animals. He created the insult for men who refuse to think like humans. That's why. When you do the right thing, nobody will tell you their mind. No. It's simple. Nobody will tell you. It's simple. Everything that surrounds the NPP, this NPP today, is all rumor. Everything is rumor. They don't have any facts. This party is a fake party. This current NPP is a fake party. I am part of it. I'm telling you, everything is rumor. They don't have facts for anything. This and this, we had this, and this, we had this, and this happened this, and this one does. Give me facts. They can't give you anything. Liars, criminals, tribalistic criminals. Go to Kumasi, an ultra-modern market has been built there. You can't even speak about it because 10 years Simao. Like on all he couldn't build a hospital in the north. You are ingrate. You are ungrateful souls. That's why you are not happy yourself. Go to Kumasi. It looks like no better road in Kumasi today. They are quiet. No better road in Kumasi today. They are quiet. You want me to come and sit here? The same thing we have done to our Sante Kotoko. Today, see, every 3 months we change code. You can't make things better. You need to work towards it. Akufo-Addo has failed 3 good years. Jesus Christ. He's sleeping all over the place, embarrassing people. Or don't know about banning him. You want me to come and sit here and praise the president and you tell me he's older than you? So are you sick? If he's old, he should go and stay in Akati. I want you front to my class. Nonsense. There's a reason why I have my own network. It might not be the most sophisticated network, but the people who want to listen to truth will listen. I will say this: insults were not made for animals. Insults were made for people who refuse to think as humans. Take it or leave it. Kevin Taylor is saying tennis, so Kevin Taylor is inciting conflict in Ghana. A rascal, radical, imbecile like Kennedy Japan stood in the studio, a whole radio. That time, Tenny was the president. Kennedy Japan incited others against Ashantis. You don't talk about that. Nobody arrested this guy. This guy was left to walk alone, walk free. That one we've forgotten, right? This guy has made several dangerous statements. Oh, that one is Kennedy Japan. It's part of us, so it's nothing. If you get you see, these people, I say, if there's a God, these hypocrites, if there is a God who listens to man, these people will never miss his wrath. I'm telling you. If John Mahama dies today, he is not around today, Ghana will still be Ghana. I'm telling you, people. If Akufo-Addo dies today, he's not around today, Ghana will still be Ghana. What we need is a Ghana that we all prayed for. The Ghana that everybody can live a very simple, decent life. Get good jobs, get good health care, get clean drinking water, be able to build life. That is what we need. We don't need anything. These are just actors. They will come and go, but we have to shape them. And then if you want to shape you and you don't want us to shape you, we will take you out of the picture and bring people who want to be shaped. Simple as that. If you're too big to be a president, get out. You're too big to take advice, get out. I would never sit on my show and defend the NDC and say they are angels. Never. You were made to believe that corruption was high during the NDC time. Where are the documents? Who is facing the law? That is what I'm asking. You think I'm dumb to come and sit here and also make things up without having facts? What's that? Ghanaians have passed that stage. That is why we, the MPP, we are struggling. We are fighting. We can't fight against our own propaganda and lies. Where is the dollar now? Where is the dollar now? Where is the dollar? Where is Bawumia? We don't have to talk about that because we, the accounts, we, the MPPs, we don't have to speak. No, because it is NPP. Are we okay? Are we okay as humans? Where is the dollar now? Tell me, those who say they have gone to school, where is the dollar now? The dollar. Oforiatta is the worst finance minister we had in Ghana. The worst. In any rational, developed country, Oforiatta will not stay in an office for a month. This guy will be kicked out. Ghana is getting closer to HIPIC. Never. You see the stupidity of us sometimes, Ghanaians. If you want to see a very stupid Ghanaian, right, who has been to school, when you meet them the first time, they'll be like, what school did you go to? Can you speak English? It doesn't matter the PhD or the QQQ they have. There you have to realize that they are not smart. They don't have common sense. What has school you went to got to do with how you do in life? If you don't apply your common sense, you are the same as a pig, because you go play in the dirt and you come back, sit in the water and go back play in the dirt. Common sense is very, very vital. So if you think that you went to Harvard, you went to this, and you can't use your common sense to know that when an ambulance is parked and your auntie will die if the ambulance is not there, then you are equally as a pig. We are not scared of anybody again. No. We are not going to go back to that stupidity of people just making things up and we follow it and we come and say no, never. We are going to ask questions, demand reasonable answers, and ask for facts. I am daring the MPP. If they say they have fact, if they can say, they should bring it to me. If I don't say it, they should record me and say Kevin didn't say it. You don't have anything. I have worked with people. I worked with over 25 people in Ghana. Master, we are not, you see, the reason why the NPP as a government is failing, is struggling now, is because the youth have become more enlightened. Now, the social media platforms we have now are sharing news. People are asking questions. You can't lie to people again, oh. You can't lie to them again and come and say this road has not been fixed and this person did this money and this toll booth money went. You can't do that thing again. That's why we are struggling as an NPP. We are struggling as a government because we don't have any proper. We don't have lies again. Nobody takes it. Bawumia said our GPS is better than the UK and the US. And you sit in the UK. You have been to school. You say you have all the knowledge and you nod your head and say Bawumia is the smartest guy. Are you not a pig? Bawumia said they are going to bring drones to deliver blood. Bawumia said everybody was going to get a bank account. This Bawumia guy, this guy is a tankers economist. In the 70s, when tankers are coming, there's one guy with a file and he's following them. And when they get to one guy, say, what do we do? So this guy's a liar. And when you say these things, you say you are against the MPP. This guy can't do anything. Where is the dollar now? Where is the dollar and the CD now? You want us to come here and come and say, please, honorable. Me, in my vocabulary, I don't have honor. The small one I have is what I'm maintaining. I don't have a PhD. I use my common sense to live. Honorable and Mr. Excellency, waste of time and money. This president has traveled more than anybody else. $62 million for travels. Just the vice president's office. I be sick. Are we sick? What kind of people are we? And we are not going anywhere. We are here. But let me tell you people, the scandals I have. You see, I released a scandal on NYA guy who was fired. I released a scandal. I've released PDS. I started a PDS. They were saying, today, where is Esankuma? He's gone into the hide. Esankuma, I'm not done with him. Number one, Gabi Ochidakun. Let me ask the CID boss. Are they and Rich and that Charles guy? Where have the investigation gone? These are the things we are asking questions. Are they and Charles? Then the investigation, where did they end? These are criminals. We are going to be back. We are not going today. Today, I told you people, this is Merry Christmas. This one is Merry Christmas. I'm going to spill everything out. We'll go and enjoy Christmas. When we come back, we'll come and give the scandals. Master, when you go to Galamsey, they call something no bossing. You can ask Chemaun to me. No bossing. Nobody's bigger than anybody. We are all the same. This is Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Taylor. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Yes, this is the show that changes the tune, right? I know people are so angry, and then the conversation. I really like the conversation happening on the comment section where people are really exchanging ideas, and also some people are furious because the truth hurts. And the issue is, you see, in Ghana, when you tell somebody that stop being stupid, you say you are insulting them. You people there, you don't know what you are talking about. Jack, if you're not doing the right thing, we'll tell you in your face. If you're not doing the right thing, I've always said that if humans refuse to act like humans, whatever follows is whatever follows, man. Let me read some few messages. Kobe Gideon say, I pity the youth of this country who have allowed themselves to be used by partisan politics. Thank you, sir. Hassan Belogan says, bro Kevin, I still say, Ayiko, please forget about the haters and continue your good job. I told you, Hassan, I have 16 malams, one in each region. What they do is they pray for me, and that the more you insult me, the more I become powerful. So the insults are sometimes very, very important. If you don't insult, it doesn't really do anything to me. Adadi Susie say, Kevin, I always pray that the good Lord should protect you with long life. Samuel Asante Nuro, how can you attribute the depreciation of the city to lies by the MP? This is one of the funniest things. You see the double standards of my fellow MPP guys. Very, very hypocritical. Today, we shouldn't blame the MPP for the fallen city, right? We should go blame your mother. Wadada, Kevin, good job. Mr. T, Samuel, you just a hypocrite. MPP now have the market works, but promise they will make it better. So, Augustine Tay says, Samuel Asante, why are you refusing to be real for once? Said Kweku Kotogo says, Mr. Host, why do you want to answer his question? NDC corrupt, but better than MPP 1,000 times. That's the thing we keep talking about. You see, everybody says NDC was corrupt. I am not here to hold brief for the MDC. Show us something. Give us something. Give us something to work with. MPP, give us something to work with. This person did this. These are the documents. We traced the money. This way. Give us something. We are in the new world. We are not kids again, oh. Alberto says, God bless you forever. Thank you, say. If fear is a Ghanaians think of what you can do for your country to develop. Thank you. Augustine Tay says, Samuel Asante, can you kindly ask a vice president of the country, Baumia, about the lies he told? Codite officials say, oh yes, you made a whole point. See what is going on in the US. Trump is impeached. That will never happen in Ghana. We don't have any structure outlining or curling these governments. We don't have, honestly, we don't have a government now. Trust me, we don't. The president is not accountable to anybody. And it applies to all the presidents that have come. I heard somebody, I saw some video on Facebook, somebody asking about political appointees and the president actually declaring their assets before taking office. What happened to that? We know that these people who declare their assets, you people think we are fools, right? We are not. We've passed that stage. Mr. T said, if NDC was corrupt, how many has NPP jailed? Use your brains a little. That is the conversation. If they were corrupt, how many are standing trial? How many have been jailed? Show us documents. Eric Ganza, God bless Kevin Kotela. Thank you, sir. Gamin Live, Samuel, you are insane. Government must be continued. And besides, the money is there. They left money for the completion, but your president stopped them. Gaming Live, he believes the projects are inflated. Henry K. to Santi Nurose, which project did the NDC start without putting the money there? Are you serious? Mention one project NDC started without finding. Somebody should get me the NDC Green Book. I really need to see that book. You see, the time has come. We need to. You see, that Green Book, I'm going to take my time and go page after page with my listeners and viewers. Anything in there that we don't see, we will go to talk about it. Yes, that Green Book. Because it's looking like we, the MPP, we are struggling with that Green Book. Yeah. Somebody should just get me that Green Book. I need that book. If the NDC is lying, we will expose them here. I don't care. If the NDC is lying, that Green Book, we will expose them here.
Bob Lincoln says, is this Samuel Asante Nro serious at all? He's one of the mafia. Yeah. Yamwaku says, Samuel, the Americans don't think and act stupidly like Ghanaian leaders. Thank you, sir. Charles Yamwa, Samuel, use your brains a bit. Samuel Inuro says, haha, Kevin, you haven't done anything for Ghana. Yeah. Mike K, he's been planted here to do their dirty work. No amount of intimidation will halt Kevin's. No, me, I've passed that stage. Nobody can intimidate me. We chew buckets. We can't know these are tiny kids. Daniel Bedu, the difference between Kevin, Anas, and Kennedy is that Kevin and Anas deal with solid evidence, while Kennedy and MPP party are hearsays and they just talk without evidence. Thank you. I would never come on my show since I started, with all due respect, all the way to radio and TV. I have never come on my show and said things without evidence. I will never do that. I don't. Why? What will I get? What will I get? I always tell people I work with and leaks, and I tell them that if you don't have the right evidence, don't come to me. All my people I work with, I say, if you know, my boys I work with, I say, if you don't get the right thing, don't come to me. Because it's very important to me. The people we are going to be doing the show on, or we are going to be exposing, they have families. So we can't lie about people. We need to make sure whatever we are putting out there is the truth, nothing but the truth. And that is what we have stuck to. That is why, with all due respect, the loud silence is stronger. I keep telling you, this is a religion. But we have no Quran or Bible. We use common sense. Abdul Mustafa says, they all don't know what they are doing. Keep the fire burning. Thank you, sir. Masa Babatu said, kudos, my brother. Thank you, so. Lex Mon one say, thanks, my dear brother. God bless you. Ganyo Anthony says, fire more. Schroeder Sosu says, voice of the voiceless. Bless you too. Henry K. Samuel, what have you done for Ghana? I don't know. Maybe the white man, somebody gave him suit to wear, so he thinks he's smart. Abdul Mustafa, Ghanaians are really jokers. Charles Yamwa, Asante Nro, what have you done for Ghana? That seems, I think I've read it. Ifya A says, real idiots, Kevin. Shafiq Suleiman says, good afternoon, Kevin. Chapter 5, Article 25, Clause 1. AB says, emphasize on free, compulsory, and available education in basic schools. Basic education and secondary, technical and vocational education shall be progressively free. And this is in the Constitution. These are the kind of people I want to be listening to, reading comments from. These are the people. He went into the Constitution. I told people that the issue with free SHS, that conversation ended in 2016. So even anytime I hear the opposition and they're fighting over free SHS, it had ended because it's in the Constitution and it states it. Chapter 5, Article 25, Clause 1, A and B, emphasize on free, compulsory, and available education in basic education and secondary, technical, and vocational education shall be progressively free. So, if you want to have all this together, working perfectly, are they going to sit under trees? Are all these kids in the basic school, senior high school, technical schools, are they going to go sit on a bald man's head? These kids will have to sit in the classroom. They will need to be sitting under. So they need to be. You see, this is basic, progressively free. So, fine. So many governments came. They didn't do anything about it. Some governments came, they're like, let's build the schools. And then when we build the schools, later we put the kids in. The government couldn't survive that. They kicked them out. We kicked them out. Now a new government comes in. What do? You want to implement it. Everybody applauded it. It's in the Constitution. It is nothing new. When I hear my fellow MPP people say that social intervention, that is nothing new. It has been there from Kufuor's time, Rawlings time. It has been there. Free SHS is not new. Now you are the most. Every day I tell people, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the luckiest president. You came, somebody had come and built infrastructure. The president didn't finish. Just complete this infrastructure. Make sure that your free SHS starts working. Everything about the past government will be gone in a day. Nobody will remember John Mahama and his people again. You stood on the platform and said you're going to build 350 schools. Where are the schools? If you can't even build them, the ones you came to meet that were half-baked or whatever, why don't you finish it? Today, kids are staying at home for 4 or 5 months and you're buying Pasco with billions and you see, We are not humans sometimes, I think. It doesn't make sense. So the argument of free section, it does not come up again. It is in the constitution. You see, Ghanaians are wise now. These kind of things is in the constitution. We don't even have to argue about it again. Free SHS, it's been in the constitution for years, progressively free. And you can't have free SHS without infrastructure. And Akufo-Addo is the luckiest president. You came, the Tenny had built some schools. That Tenny John Mahama, he had built some schools. That Nordna, that Tenny had built schools. What do? Finish them up, put all the kids inside, take all the credit. This simple thing you can do. You are sleeping at every event and you want to tell me to come and sit here and praise you. Masa. Ninote, all the best, Kevin. They are empty. Henry K. to Asante, who are you? Kevin won't waste his precious. I don't have time for this. Augustine Tay says, Samuel. Joseph Kofi says, Kevin, you are saying the truth. Thank you, sir. Truth teller, Asante Nuro. So Kevin Taylor knows you. Gifty Wemako says, K, don't fear at all. I pray for you always. You are covered with the great light of God. No evil spiritually or physically can come close to you unless it's the will of God. Unless it's the will of God. That is where I like. Unless it is the will of God. If it is not the will of God, nothing can happen. Unless it is the will of God. Thank you very much. This coming from Bridget Ewen, Jimmy for Kevin, Bridget Ewen, Jimmy for Kevin, Daniel Bedu. Thank you, Kevin. Don't mess words. Truth is painful to be told. Bridget Ewen, Jimmy for Kevin, Bridget Ewen, Jimmy for Kevin, Bridget Ewen, Jimmy for Kevin. Beautiful. Yeah, Charles Yamwa says, Asante Nuro, it looks like you have been bought. Can't you even use your critical thinking? You are a tiny creature. Raima Yakubu says he cannot mention your name, but you are fool. Kevin, don't mind them. Could I? Yeah, people are calling the online. There's a Bridget Ewen again. Jimmy for Kevin. Bridget Ewen. All right. It's funny, right? Bridget Ewen. Jimmy for Kevin. Jeez, I think this one for put for auto correct too. Anytime that my show come, we are like that. Jimmy for Kevin. Jimmy for Kevin. Well, this one doesn't do me anything. Jack, me I chop medicine. Adil Madugu says, stay strong, Kevin. Thank you, sir. Bridget, Jimmy for Kevin. Francis Asamoah, God bless you, my brother. Bridget is back again. Jimmy for Kevin. Samuel Ernest, please do not pay attention to those who are backward in mind. Yes, Bridget is back. Jimmy for Kevin. Hans B. Gone too far. Wow, man, you have gone too far. Yeah, thank you, sir. Kevin, do you know that no journalists ask questions about PDS? These journalists in Ghana. Tell them, my brother. Jimmy for Kevin. Bridget is back. Raima Yakubu, God bless you, my brother. Joseph Kofi, brother, you are preaching the truth and only heavenly truth. Agree. And so lots and lots of messages coming in. Lots and I'm trying to read everybody's message because I don't want people to feel like I'm skipping. Suleiman Abdul Salem. Kevin, you're absolutely insult were made for people who deserve it. Schroeder Sosu laughed. Yeah. Today you could see that the vampires are all over the place. They will tell you that if you don't listen to your radio is not up to scratch. It is not nice, but this is where they live their life. You see, that is what we have to do. Keep pushing. Don't let people distract you. Oh, if you don't listen to your radio, you have bed cook radio, but they are spending almost 3 hours here. Hey, so who is the idiot? So, my fellow Ghanaians, we are not here to intimidate anybody or, we are just following the truth. I don't know if my producer can pick some calls. We decided not to pick calls till January. I don't know. My producer was saying that he might pick some calls today. And producer, can we do that? Fine. Producer wants me to close. Oh, okay. So, let me go to today's expose. Today's expose is going to be on the EC. I want everybody to listen to this. I'm going to take a short music break. When I come back, I'm going to tell you something that is happening at the EC. When we come back in January, first week in January, I'm going to expand this. But I want people to take note of this company. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So, producer, after this short break, I'm going to do my expose. Thank you.
Welcome back to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobeditila. We're laughing here. Lots and lots of things happening here. You can listen to us live on Loud Silence Radio. Just download our radio app. It's compatible with Android and iOS. Loud Silence Radio. Loud Silence Radio. You can also follow this conversation live on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, subscribe. Our page is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. In fact, we're so pleased because our followers have been very, very committed to this course. You can also follow this conversation on Facebook. Yes, on Facebook, just go to the With All Due Respect page. It's going to be there. You're going to like the page, follow the page. You're going to get notifications. On Facebook, the same Facebook too, you can follow this show on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. In January, our TV section, the TV studio is going to start working. Man, you've not seen anything yet. You've not seen anything yet. Serious stuff going to happen in January. So, let's do this. I'm going to talk about something. Something is happening at the EC. Ghanaians, take your time. Listen to this. I'm not going to give you everything today, but I'm going to let you keep some names because these names are going to come up very, very soon. You know, I just don't say things. I keep telling people, I just don't say things. Now, there's this company called IDEMIA. IDEMIA. You can look them up. www.idemia.com. It could be IDEMIA or IDEMIA, whatever you want to pronounce. You know me, I don't have PhD in English. IDEMIA or IDEMIA, IDEMIA, or when you want to check them out on websites, www.idemia.com. See, this company, they are providing biometric register, identification system, and the election management system. Listen carefully. This company called IDEMIA or IDEMIA, IDEMIA, they are providing the biometric register, the identification system, and the election management system. Now, they are providing the software on an open source basis, which means the EC will have to manipulate, the EC will have full control of the system. You see, initially, let me EC will have full control of the system. So
they will be providing the software on an open source basis, which means the EC will have full control of the system and can insert their own complementary code or augmented code to manipulate the result. I'm going to break it down. Now, the current system, right? The current system being used by today at the EC is provided by Amandi or Superlock. It's called the closed system. Now, the closed system is simple. It's different from the open system. The closed system is the EC does not have access to the source code and cannot manipulate or augment or insert code into the system. It's simple. So the closed system is when people are, let's make it basic. When people go and vote, like 100,000 people go and vote in the Ashanti region or in the Volta region, and the EC wants to manipulate. With the open system, they can count 2,000 votes as one because the EC has access to the system. The old system we used to have, the Amandi and the Superlock, they didn't have access. So whatever comes in is what the EC has to bring out and say these are the final results. Now, what these guys are going to provide is the open system whereby the EC, they keep saying the EC will have a key. The EC will have a key. Yeah, the EC will also have a code to enter the system. So Jane Mensah and her team, on election day, when 100,000 people vote in the Volta region, what they can do is you have the 100,000 votes, but they can count every 10,000 votes as one because they have access to the system. This thing is going to come up. You see, we don't just say things. The company is idemia.com. Idemia, however you want to call it. IDEMIA.com. www.idemia. Go and check them out. This company. Now, the EC, from what we know, the facts we know here is they have signed an MOU with this company. The Electoral Commission has signed an MOU with this company, idemia.com. So all the noise they are making back home, we are not going to agree. It is the EC has already signed an MOU with this company. Now, some money has exchanged, some money has gone somewhere. I'm not going to talk about the money, but keep this name in mind, idemia.com. IDEMIA. This company is going to be the company that's going to take care of the elections. And this company is going to have the open source whereby they're going to give a code, access to the EC to also go into the system. So if the votes are coming in and you think your people are voting 100,000, 200,000, the EC can count 10,000 votes as 20 because they can go in there and manipulate the system. That was not how it was when Charlotte Osei was there. When the 2016 election was the Amandi or Superlock system where it was the closed system. EC did not have a code or access to the system. Now, whatever goes into the system, the EC cannot manipulate it. Only the people who were handling it, the company, Amandi and Superlock, they were the only people who had keys to handle that. Now, what Jane Mensah is fighting for is to make this IDEMIA guys come in and then have the open source whereby they can also have access to the system. And it is very, very dangerous. My fellow Ghanaians, what I'm telling you today, don't forget this name, www.idemia.com, IDEMIA, Idemia or whatever, however you want to call it. Make sure you check this company out. Their name is going to pop up. And when their name pops up, that is when I'm going to show you the figures. I have figures here. I'm not going to tell you today. Figures upon figures. You know, so, yes, we've done almost 3 hours, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who listened to us today. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back in January, the first week in January. It's Christmas, oh. Yeah, it's Christmas. Christmas time we don't play. Christmas time we don't play. We are going to go enjoy ourselves. I keep telling people, don't be too uptight. Relax small. Relax small. Don't be too. You see, every time I come on my show, you see, you are wearing suit, you are wearing tie, you can't breathe. Jack, relax. Life is short. Relax. You wear suit every morning. You are sweating. You are going and coming. Relax. Take your time. Be comfortable. Whatever you are doing, just be yourself. And you see, you don't have to impress anybody. My fellow Ghanaians, the youth I'm talking to, don't impress anybody. Just be yourself. Live your life. Live your life. Don't impress. Don't be in competition with anybody. That's why when I come on my show, if I want to drink I want to talk to my producer, I talk to them. I work with people. I work with human. So uptight, and then you are forcing English, and don't. You are human, man. This is Christmas. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but even though my guy Aponchi lost, we still live. Life still goes on. After politics, we're still Ghanaians. We are still brothers and sisters. Relax, cry. If it go be, it go be. I keep telling people, if it will happen. Somebody sent a message, said, if it is the will of God, if you go be billionaire next month, you go be billionaire. Work towards it and relax. My guy, if you're an occasional drinker, you get your club chilled one, take one, relax. If you drink wine, take small, relax. You like kebab, Cardi B, don't force yourself too much. Yeah, we have passed that stage where we impress people. We don't impress again. Everything you're doing now, at the end of the day, it's between you and your God. Now it has turned into preaching. Yeah. You see, with Ghanaians, we are too uptight. Somebody goes school small, he thinks he knows everything in this world. Do you know me? Do you know the school I went to? Do you know my father? And what? And so? Do you know me? Do you know the degree I have? And do you know it? And so? Relax small, maintain your level like Adole. Relax small, maintain your level. You can't eat full chicken. You can't. I'm not talking about tiny chicken. We are talking about real chicken. You can't eat full chicken. So what is your problem, my fellow Ghanaian? If it hurts me sometimes when I'm leaving you guys, Jack, I like the people who listen to me. I like them a lot because this is family, man. This is family. And you see, let's be honest with each other. I'm sitting here, I'm not perfect. You are also not perfect. But at least let's meet at a point and get to that point and be like, you know what, guys? At this point, we can make something. That is what we need. Don't let people. You see, there are jokers around. There are some people. They are so depressed that you see they will come on your face. They will come on your show and they want to exit that. You see, give them time to let them. They are so depressed inside, and so we are there to help people like that. Psychologically, they are not okay. You see, wherever you are, see. One day, we're going to talk about where people started and how they got here. Wherever you are, whatever you're going through, be yourself. The moment you are yourself, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. Don't pretend around people. Don't speak English you can't speak. Don't speak French you can't speak. Be comfortable in whatever you are in. Be bold. Ask questions. Don't let people intimidate you, especially those in Europe, America. When you see white people, come out, speak. Know your rights. Don't challenge, don't fight people. Be confident in yourself. Don't let people intimidate you because they went to school here, they are paid this much. No. Even the clock, that does not work. When it's 4 o'clock on the clock, that does not have a battery in it. 4 o'clock knocks twice a day. What is your problem, my fellow Ghanaian? Is it? Yeah, I'm talking to my producer. You see, I'm here. I'm talking to my producer. Producer said, "Mbrena song." Okay, so we're going to be ending this show, and then don't forget the name I just told you, Idemia. Yeah, that company. Have a lot on that company. And when we come back next year, 2020, lots of exposés. Lots and lots of exposés. Yeah, you know me. Let me give you the expose, man. Why? Man be man. So I'm about to end the show. You guys can see I'm feeling bad about ending the show, but I have to, I have to. And I love everybody, people following us, watching us every day. To get people to watch you 3 hours on YouTube, it's a big deal. You see, people who come on this platform to say what you are doing is not good, they should try it for one day. If they get 3 people watching them or 3 people sharing their videos, I will stop what I'm doing. That's why I said don't be intimidated by people who have pain in their, you see, they are not happy because they think they have achieved, but nobody's seeing them. Who is this Kevin? He doesn't have PhD. People are listening to him. No. Everybody and what God gave them. You can learn all the books in the world. You can come sit here, nobody will watch you. I can go and learn all the books in the world. I can come sit here, people will not like me again because I will not be myself. That is the thing. Producer, so you still think the calls can come through? Are we coming back again? Next, the way he said next year, it means like we are not like next year is like 5 years from now. Okay, producer, give me okay, at this point, let's just close at 3. 10 minutes to 3 in the US. That's 10 minutes to 8 in Ghana, right? Let me read some few messages, then we can close. Yeah. Okay, so producer gave me 10 minutes to read some few messages. Augustine Tay says, Samuel, people are wasting time on some irrelevant people. Eric Kwabla, please, Kevin, I want to reconcile how the system can be manipulated because the votes are counted manually at each polling station and those figures should be saved as on the system. Perfect. But then why is the EC still forcing for the open source? Why? If that is the only thing that can win election, then why? So you have to understand. So why is Jane Mensah forcing for the closed source for that one to be closed? Why? Why is she not sticking with that? Why is she then forcing that we should have one that they will have access to the system? Because they can tell you that it was verified there, whatever polling agent they verified it, but when it came to their system, those people there didn't verify it. This is system. Someone will ask a simple question: why is it that then the EC today wants the open source where they want to also enter the system? Esther, it tells God bless you. Afishapa, my friend. Afishapa. Eric Kwabla say, Kevin, try answer before you go, okay? Beg you. Yeah, I tried to answer. And when I come back, I'll give you reasons. We are relaxed, cry. Yeah, relax, my guys. Relax. Maintain your level like Adole. Don't stress yourself. Good job and goodbye. Adil Madugu. Joseph Kumsi say, Eric Kwabla, they manipulate the voting not at the district level, but at the national center. Thank you. Eric Kwabla, Kevin Taylor, I think the focus should not be on the counting, but the register used to vote. You can lose election before the D-Day. That's also a good one. Emmanuel Amevo says, Mas Babatu says, thank you, Kevin. See you next year. Inshallah. See you too next year, my boss. Emmanuel Amevo says, also Kevin, preach so that they change their ways. Oh, yeah, they're preaching. But you know, say preaching be easy. I need just 3 quotations. That's it. You don't need to. If also Reverend Usu Mpa can be a pastor and say things. This guy, he gets up in the morning 4 a.m. He'll go and watch Al Jazeera. You see, now it's closer. We are getting closer to 31st, right? They'll call their boys and they'll tell them that this is your job. Every morning, make sure 4 o'clock you are sitting by the TV. Watch Al Jazeera. Watch CNN. Watch BBC. Watch MSNBC. Put things down. Go to because you know the advanced countries. They have advanced to the point whereby they can tell you even how the weather pattern is going to be in the next 3 months. They've advanced to the point where they can tell you how an economy is going to fare in the next 5 months. They have advanced to the point where they can tell you how people's lives are going to be shortened in this part of the world because of this. So there's nothing crazy about what they are doing. It is manipulation. They go to Google, they Google things and stuff. And they come and tell you, in 2017, 2020, first 2 months, in Sobia Betono. Now, Jack, you see, these are things that you don't have to follow. You see, these are any man, any person born of man. I believe in everything. Any person born of, you can also search for things. And so BBC, they'll go and watch CNN, they'll come and write. God was talking to you. Then you have a paper, you've listed everything on. And then number 23, God said that. Are you think you are checking? Go and say this to those people who don't have hair. That's the thing. Emmanuel Mevo says, Osofo Kevin, preacher on the air. Eric Kobler says, Joseph, please explain, okay? Suleiman Abdul Salem, we have 6 minutes more. Ghanaians will not allow any biometric system based on centralized database. Adil Madugu says, goodbye, Kevin. Goodbye. Henry K. Kevin, we go fight producer. Producer, they go fight you. Joe Edu say, Kevin, you don't read my message. Joe Edu, I'm reading your message, yo. Oh, really? I'll read it. I need to go look for your messages and read them. Alexander Archibald says, upon good job, Kevin. See you next year. See you. Good luck. Enjoy the next year. Kudos, Richard. Today has been very interactive. Yeah, today is for the viewers. Raima Yakubu said, Kevin, have a good time. Have a good time, my friend. I'm going to California, actually. Yeah. Against Goshai. Henry K. They do trial and error. If the man does not win, the woman will win. American election, there. Some man ain't win ya. Oban be winning. Obana man one year dinner. What are you telling me? As I take to Kwansha house, special. But say so. And why you debate my draw? Now you say Kutrana. My guy, forget these people. Henry K. Eric Kobler, Kevin, I wish to be part of this show, but let us be impartial. All right, sir, I heard you, and we will try and stay neutral. Abdul Mustafa, watching you live from Germany, Dortmund. I wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish to see you next year. Definitely, my boss. God is alive, and we all see each other next year. Good job, Kevin. This is coming from Guy Boker. Eric Saforo, 2020. Haha, more fire. Fireburn, the fake pastors. Where is CA? CA, you mean California or something? Well. So, yeah. So, lots and lots of messages. I think I've been able to cover at least almost all the messages. And today there were no class prefects. The no sound guys, I think we are getting there. You know, when you start stuff like this, you get hitches once in a while and all that. It's one of those things. You're going to get perfect, man. You're going to get perfect. Sandra Hatika said next year will be different level. Next year, different level. Next year, you see me rapping, man. You know, 1992, rap and everything. Must a versatile boy. No, next year, different. More exposés. Me, you see me like this, you think don't have problem. I have issues too much, but, you know, relax. When you relax and you maintain your level, everything will fall in place. If you're listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV, my name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. And this is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Messages coming in. Joseph Prenya said, Kevin, please, can you talk about the airport story building issue? That minister, we went to the airport and said they should arrest that guy. I grow when you saw more. We will talk about that next year. We will talk. My issue is, we waited to see the building come down because he said that they are going to pull it down. And if they don't pull it down, Duri. This is from Eric Saforo. But you look more like Sarko there behind the mic. Oh, 1 2 check. Oh, that me rap there in the lie. Kwesi Tiger, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you, to my friend. Who be Adole? Hey, Adole. When we say maintain your level like Adole, Adole lives in Jamestown. Maintain your level like the moment you maintain your level like Adole, it's simple. When you know where you are coming from, you will maintain your level. Simple. Don't do things that is out of your reach. Kletos Tamaklus, great job, Kevin. Adil Madugu, have a nice day. Danso Kwame, good job. Next year, expose the sleeping president. Our president, they bed too much. I said Donald Trump is older than the Kufuado. Donald Trump engages the media every day. Donald Trump is talking, going up and down, having rallies every single day. Even when he was being impeached, he was having a rally. Donald Trump is up and down every day. Akufo-Addo does things at his own will, and still this man is sleeping. And you want to tell me that I shouldn't speak about it? What an embarrassment! You went to Nigeria, you saw what happened there. What that was that Ababa name? Do you know if you sleep and you open your legs? Do you know just what the deep? Yeah, things they happen. We have 2 minutes to end the show. So so you see, these are the mediocrity. Donald Trump is 73, Nanado is 75, so Nanado should sleep. If he wants to sleep, he's going to sleep in his father's house. You think we are going to joke here? My friend, if even Donald Trump is 22 and you don't sleep on the job, you're not going to take such nonsense again. Abigail Tego, all the best for the year ahead, Kevin. We have a call. Hello?
Yeah, Kevin,
Hello, caller. Can you hear me?
Good evening from Ghana. Yeah, I can
Good
hear
evening.
you.
How are you
Good
doing,
evening
sir?
From Ghana.
How is Ghana?
It's great. We are fine. How are you too?
We are doing great
Ghana
here.
is hot, but we are managing.
You're managing, right?
All I want to say is we thank you. Yeah, we are managing. We thank you for your good job, and we all pray for God to strengthen you. So
Thank
that
you, sir.
continue giving us the truth, because we want the truth. This is not about MPP, NDC. We just want the truth so that Ghana will be free. So we thank you for all that. But you have to know that Anochi guy is behind those things. They want to rig the election. That Anochi guy. So you have to be on his neck. Yes, Anochi guy.
I hear you. What's your name,
and
sir?
And also, you know that Chebi, yeah, I'm Edem.
Edem,
From
okay.
Ghana. Edem Kwajode, yeah. So I just want to congratulate you for the good job you're doing. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Edem.
May God also bless you.
Thank you for the call. Edem is our first caller on Loud Silence Radio and TV. First caller. In fact, you need to write his name in our books. Edem is the first person to call on Loud Silence Radio. Man, Edem, thank you very much for taking the time to call us. You know, we love our followers, our viewers, and it's been great. You know, producer just told me somebody's on the line. Talk to him. Edem, we appreciate your call, and we will do everything to make sure that the truth is actually sent to the people. Yawo Haliga says, I love this program. More fire, Kevin. Mohammed Fatil, you guys are making my day. Me alone, but guys, see, one day we will do the. You know, I have this episode on With All Due Respect called the satire section. Yeah, the satire show. Hello? Yeah. So one day I will do the comedy version for you guys to see. Jack, we are versatile like something. Very, 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 very versatile like something. We can do everything, you know, but we need to relax. Right now that we are relaxed, we are not doing serious stuff. We are done with the serious stuff. We are just being nice to each other. How do I call? Yeah, you call +1. Where's the number again? +1 202. Sorry? Hello, caller. The number is +1 when you are calling out of the United States. +1 202 751 8769. If you're calling out of Ghana, it's +1 202 751 8769. Hello, caller.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, caller. How are you doing?
I'm good. And you, bro?
Great. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Bob Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln, how are you doing, boss?
I'm good. Thanks for the great job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad hearing from you every day, because this is a program that will educate our people a little, because we don't know much about politics. We follow politics like, this is my mother, this is my father. So people follow NDC, MPP. They don't follow the policies, and they don't follow what this man is doing. If he's wrong or bad, they don't follow it, because this is my mother. Even if he does wrong, I have to defend him, cook or die. So please, we have to help educate our people on politics, because those people, this is their job, they do for money.
Yeah.
We that following them, we're following them blindly. No, we have to hold them accountable.
Perfect.
We pay them. They are our employees. So if the one did something bad, have to be told. How can you hold the ambulance hostage for your campaign? No, it's wrong. Ambulance came in, even if it's two, give it to where they're supposed to go to.
Yeah.
And if you talk, people are online writing nonsense. I don't just get it. So God richly bless you for your job.
Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you for calling us. And your submission is well ahead. And you know, the ambulance issue, it's not about NDC or MPP, it's about saving lives. So if there are only 2 ambulances, make sure they get to the right places for people to use it. That's it. This is simple. This is common sense. And when you say these things, people, but hey, I always say, let's relax now. Right now, we are doing the nice things. Let's not go back. And yeah, a few people have sending messages.
Good job, Kevin. Keep it up. Eric Saffo, 2020, how more fire. Kwesi, Joseph Pryor, Kwesi Tiger, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Asante Nuro, Merry Christmas. Anyway, Kevin, Merry Christmas to you, sir. Lots and lots of messages coming in. Abdul Mugabe, have a nice day. Great job, Kevin. You have a caller? Almost 11 p.m. here. Good night, LSR and TV. Thank you, Estelle. I wanted to say a Merry Christmas to what's her name? Kevin Jimmy Four. What's that lady's name? Bridget Irwin. Kevin Jimmy Four Taylor. Bridget, relax. Merry Christmas. Just relax. Maintain your level. Everything will be fine. But when you make your BP go up, it will cause problems. So I'm wishing you personally from me, Merry Christmas, Bridget. Hello, caller.
Hi. Hey, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir.
Thank you for your wonderful show. This is Shafiq Suleiman. In case you don't recognize the voice, this is Shafiq Suleiman. I'm calling.
So you're one of the class prefects, right?
I know. You know, I've been following you for so long. Since we were on Facebook, you know.
I know.
There's no single show I don't share. Anyway, it's all good. You know, there is time for everything. This comes as a what should I say? My point of view and as a advice to all the youths in Ghana, I want to use this opportunity to encourage each and everyone to kind of use our big phones, I mean the Android and the iPhones, to download the Ghana's constitution. So that at our last time we could be going through the constitution to know what it entails. There are so many things they've been doing back in the country. Believe me, my brother, it's just unconstitutional. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, example, someone typed something. Maybe you skip that this government comes and does this and nobody continues. But in Chapter 6 of the Constitution, Article 35, Clause 7 of the Constitution, which states clearly a government shall continue to execute projects and programs commenced by the previous government. This shows that it is mandatory.
It's mandatory, yeah.
Yeah, it's mandatory. But because we don't know, they come and they say whatever they want to say and they just go scot-free. This issue about ambulances, believe me, my brother, I've been talking about it, and I also have a problem with some Ghanaians living abroad. You know,
yeah, they are the biggest problem.
Some of us are so naive. I always say it on my programs. If you are in outside Ghana and you still follow NDC MPP, there is something wrong with your medulla oblongata.
Hey.
Believe me, my brother.
Bravo.
No, I'm telling you for the fact, because in United States, when Democrats was in power, I get my job, I get water, I get food, I get everything. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So now when Republicans are on power, I still enjoy the same social benefits. So why am I going to entertain NDC MPP? Thank you very much, and thanks for the wonderful.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Mensa Ernest, Bridget is sick in the head. No, don't tell Bridget she's sick in the head. Tell her Merry Christmas. She'll be fine. You don't know what she's going through. You know, people go through a lot of things. So people go through a lot of things. So don't actually say Mary is sick. Bridget is sick in the head. Just wish her Merry Christmas. It could heal her. You don't know what she's doing, and maybe she's trying to commit suicide or something. Your kind words can change her. Nana Kwabena said, you see those stupid people who don't do nothing are insulting. Eric Kwabena, thanks. Bridget Hartman, Bridget Erwin, you are here to insulting Kevin, who calls you. No. Don't, guys, please don't insult Bridget. You know, you don't know what she's in now. I mean, maybe she's depressed. Maybe, guys, say something nice to her. Say something. She might be committing suicide. Say something nice to her. It's always good to save a fellow human. Sandra Heteka. Sandra. Suleiman Abdul Samuel Santijo, which hole are you punching? Joseph Kofi, Article 25 of our Constitution. Kofi Asamoah Kevin. I like your sense of humor. Good job. Thank you, sir. Joedu, our leaders don't have honesty in their DNA. Stephen Obeng, Kevin, we did your back for this 247. Adil yeah. Lots and lots of messages. Lots and lots of Bertrand Lufenyo say, Kevin Taylor, we love you so much. I love you guys too. Della Seme, Kevin, you are brutal. Keep the fire burning. You are also brutal. Kwansima Esse, no Samuel, the gay guy, you need a freaking job. Kwansima is a class prefect today. You say someone needs freaky is gay. No, some the gay. Gays are humans, so don't. Daniel Maglo, Kevin, thanks for saying the truth. God bless. Suleiman Abdul Salem, Kevin, please appoint someone as the admin to control the chat. Okay, I will do that. Now who's going to be the admin next week? When we come back, we need to get an admin for the chat, and we get the sound class prefect, and we get the advisor to people like Edward, the lady who has been insulted. We need advice. We need counselors. We need people to be talking to other people. We need people alive. We need people alive. Truth teller, Asante Nuro, please respond to the $104 million missing from Ghana crude oil and gas revenue in 2019 budget. He's not going to do that. You know that. Good job. Keep on. Joseph Kofi, as Kevin said, the education was stipulated in our constitution in chapter 5 of Article 25. Simple. Free SHS is in the constitution. It's nobody's making it. It's nothing. We shouldn't boast out of. It's in the constitution. Let's go read it. Augustine Tay, someone about you. Nahom said, open your eyes, Ghanaians. Open your eyes. Shine your eyes. Doe Johnson's, Kevin, I'm watching you in Italy. Keep up your good work. Truth teller, Santinuro, I'm talking about revenue, not expenditure. Stephen Owusu Yabua, I'm watching you live from Falaboya, Limpopo, South Africa. Oh, my friends in Limpopo. How are my friends in Naturina, Southgate, Natal, KwaZulu Natal? My friends in Jovel. Sorry? Hello, Eric.
Yeah, hello, Kevin. How are you?
Great.
Yeah, okay, thanks. And once again, I just want to say that kudos to what you are doing. And I don't want you to feel that when some of us give you good comments, it means you are an NDC. And if anybody maybe a little bit harsh against the person on NDC, you just take it that you are doing things personally for yourself and see how you can take the criticism, then you can do things better. Okay, but I just want to point on the electoral commission. I think maybe you are one of the few people who also think that if Reagan could be done, it could be done on the D-Day. No. If the register, contains, I think I have to go a little bit deep into it. For example, we know that the stronghold of the NDP is the Ashanti region, right?
Yeah.
And that of the NDC is the Volta region, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you are constituting the register and you ensure that Ashanti region has a lot of registered voters than the Volta region, than the places where the NDC or than the places where other political parties would have a lot of voters, it automatically means that those parties have not the election.
Yeah.
Right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you are looking at the end, the D-Day, then you are just going to waste your time. Because as for the D-Day, we record the values. If it doesn't help, well, of course, the courts are there, you can go to court. But if the register is constituted fraudulently from the word go, there's nothing that can be done about it. So I want you to also think about it.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for your submission. We're going to, I think one of these days we're going to call you on the show. And, this platform is for you guys. If you want to speak on anything, you can text us on that line, talk to the producers, let them know what you know. If you want to share, we can call you on we can call you on video. You can be on the show. You see, we are not uptight. We're here for you guys. If you have learned something, you are an expert in something, you want to come on this show, I'll give you the platform. Come here and explain it. Talk what you've learned. That is it. If you want to speak on this show, text the line, talk to the producers, let them know what you are an expert in. We will put you on video, we'll talk to you, everybody will listen to you. We are here to make the ordinary Ghanaian. We want everybody to be heard. Why am I having this whole radio station and TV? It's about you. I want you to be heard. That is what we want to do here. We are not like, you see, there are some places you call, they select the calls, this person, every day the same people calling. It's like a daycare school. Every day, my name is this. No, we will pick calls. If you have anything you want to contribute, you want to come on the show, let us know. We'll put you on the show, you express your views, and then we take it from there.
Relax. That's the word. And maintain your level like Adole. My producer is hungry like something. Producer, you're hungry, eh? You're okay. Augustine Taser, thanks, Kevin. May God bless you, protect, and keep you till we see you again 2020. God bless you, my friend. Suleiman Abdul Salam. If the easy things, they are smart, let us use blockchain voting system. Adil Madu, thank you, Kevin. We love you. Ifya A, blessings, Kevin. Eric Oko, Kevin, it's 10 minutes to 9 p.m. in Ghana. Please don't forget. Sorry? Is someone online? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Oh, he's not ready. Okay, so truth teller, you will lose viewers when you start insulting women, especially the NPP Minister of State. We all love women because they are our mothers and sisters. I've not insulted any NPP Minister of State. Truth. Which one are you talking about? Which Minister of State? Which woman? I respect women. Everybody knows that. I defend women. But I will not allow any woman to insult other women because of their political affiliation. I will not allow that. If you're a woman and you're going to insult other women because they believe in something else, I will not give you that space. It's a must. And if because of that, they're not going to listen to my show, I don't care. If you're a woman, you respect women. But if because you're a woman and other women don't believe in what you believe in and you're going to insult, I'm not going to give that space. No, I'm not like that. I don't hide behind that. If you do that, I will speak against you. Henry K, they do trial and error. Yeah, I think we've read all this. Okay, producer, I think we can shut down now. So you've been listening to With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Thank you for listening to us. It's been over 3 hours. 3 hours on YouTube. Over 300 people sticking with you. It means they love you, so you have to love them back. Guys, I love you guys. I love you guys back. And we're going to come back next year. You just have to be ready because the scandals coming next year is going to be tight. Also, if you want to send your videos, if you want to send videos of works you've done, maybe in a community, in a constituency, that you've seen some work being done by the government, you want to let Ghanaians know that the government is doing this, send those videos to us with a little bit of a message with it, and we will play it for everyone to know. And if the government says they've done something in your community, constituency, region, and they are lying, send those videos to us like what Nana Jantua did the last time, and we will play it. We just want to let people know what has happened. So this is called the iReport. Take your phone, record what is in your constituency. If the government is doing something good there, something nice there, record it, speak on it, let us play for everybody to hear. If the government is also lying about one district, one factory, one damn what, let us see it. We're going to play it on the show. This is an open platform. I told you it's a religion. We are not defending anybody. We are not protecting anyone. We make sure the truth is put out there. Always remember, maintain your level like Adole. If you maintain your level, it means you know where you're coming from and you know where you're going. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I'll always be your host on the show. With all due respect, extended version. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Follow us on YouTube, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network, on Facebook, With All Due Respect, and on radio. Our app is compatible with Android and also iOS. Loud Silence Radio. I'm out. Be good. Have a wonderful Xmas and enjoy your day.
you.